At Sleep Outfitters Outlet, great sleep is a big deal. Save 40 to 60% every day on every Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. Queens as low as $249. Customer exchanges, closeouts, and floor samples. Inventory changes daily, so come in for your dream deal today. With no credit needed financing, expert advice, and up to 60% off retail, it's never been easier to get the sleep and savings you deserve. Go to sleepoutfittersoutlet.com for financing details and to find a store near you.
Hello
and welcome
to BB on Blast, the Big Brother final. BBUK.
Finale.
Cheers. Oh, that's not very good. Just again. Yay.
Well,
oh, come on.
we're here. We've got 10 minutes to go before the show is on.
Oh, no, I've got things to
We're
say.
racing against time. We don't know who we want to win, do we? What's the situation? We have no.
I'm undecided.
No general consensus.
But also, I'm Gaz.
I'm Lindsay.
Anyway, you've used your votes.
I've used them.
I haven't used mine yet.
Have I? Yeah, I think I've reused them. Yeah.
So you voted before when the round when Matty was going.
Mm-hmm.
So did I. I voted 3 Henry, 2 Yinrun.
Okay, fair.
And you did?
I did all Henry.
Right.
Because it's not that I necessarily want Henry to win. I just want him to come further than Jordan.
Don't normally vote Tory, do you?
Yeah, no, definitely not.
You want Henry to come further than Jordan?
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen.
No,
So-
I know, but I'm trying to make it happen.
Well, this is the thing, right? Now I'm torn because I think Henry's story in the house, I'm more invested in it. I feel like he's been through something. He's like had feelings he's never felt before. He's had his heart broken, then he's had Jordan pull him back in, and I just feel like
He's sweet. I think he's sweet.
I think he's been one of the most genuine people in
He
there.
has. He's like one of the people who, like, I've never thought was kind of putting on an act. And, like, he even says, like you said last night, these things in the diary room, name dropping and, boasting about being rich. But you wouldn't do that if you were playing the game, would you? You'd keep your mouth shut.
Oh, yeah, I said he
like
shouldn't
you
be...
said.
What did I say? Giving unrelatable diary.
Yeah, it's
diary
true. As soon as he said that, Jack was like, "Oh, I just realised. Remember why I hate this guy." And there you go.
Yeah,
like that's not what you should be doing the day before the final. But what about Yinrun?
This is the thing. I think that I don't mind Yinrun winning, but there's a little part of me that goes, "What has Yinrun done?"
Yeah.
Do you think that
She's learnt about don't do this
I
like
don't
you're
know.
nervous.
I feel
You're
like I
allowed to
shouldn't.
say it.
I feel like I can't.
No, you can.
Say
You can say
I can
whatever.
speak no ill over
Yeah,
about
you can.
Yinrun.
Of course you can.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like she has put on a bit of an act at times. So she does play up to things at times, little bits. On the whole, I think she's a very genuine person and very sweet. And she would imagine her reaction if she won. It would be great to see.
I think she would say, "Really?"
Really?
If she did win. But I'm invested in her. I want her to win. I think it'd be good to have someone like Yinrun win. Because look at some of the horrible winners we've had in the past. That man, I can't remember the name of that awful guy.
Well, that could be anyone. Scotty T, Jason.
No, I'm not talking celebrities.
Jason Burrell.
Is that the one who the Chloe took the money or whatever?
Yeah, evicted Letitia.
That one. I couldn't remember his name. I was looking at the
yeah.
pictures of the winners. Like, what the hell is that guy's name?
Yeah, the fact I remembered his name was quite impressive. Yeah, that was bad.
I'm glad I forgot that man.
That was bad.
But anyway, yeah, I just feel like Yinrun being, an international housemate who's, it's good to have immigrant representation. Migrant? I don't know. Like, it'll be so cool to see someone like her win and have the popular vote.
Yeah.
But I'm a bit worried about the way people are saying that she's putting on an act. Because I don't think that's the case necessarily.
I still think she'll win.
I think Jordan might take this.
No.
Jordan is loved by so many people.
No, I don't think so.
Have you not seen the sort of Jenry subculture that's developed?
I have seen a lot of people rooting for Jordan, but I don't think he'll win. But I could be wrong. I don't want to see him win. I don't want to see him pretend to not smile when he wins. It's irritating.
I think he might crack a smile if he wins, don't you?
I fucking hope so. That's the only other thing I don't want Henry to win, because I don't want him to get $100,000 because he doesn't need it. Whereas Yinrun probably needs it. I don't know. But Yinrun might come from money. I don't know.
There's a chance that if she's an international, did she come here as a student?
Yeah, did she?
If she did, then I think there's a chance she does come from money.
She's probably got money.
But
Jordan, has he got money? We don't know.
I don't think so.
Noki's got money. Olivia.
Has she?
Yeah.
What, from the pageant scene?
Well, she talks. She's Noki's posh.
She went to
I heard
a normal school, she
on
said.
the live feed going, I like the finer things in life, So she doesn't
Well, we all like the finer things in life. Nothing wrong with that.
We just can't afford them.
I was born a snob. Yeah, I really want it to be Henry, Jordan, Yinrun final three.
Yeah, same. It will be, won't it?
But what I'm thinking is I don't think Henry's going to get the votes. So I feel like my 5 votes are best used on Yinrun because I don't want Jordan to win. I don't not want Jordan to win because I dislike him. I think he's been very entertaining and I've really enjoyed watching him. And this is why I'm a bit torn.
But he doesn't stick up for his friends.
For me, it's not even that. It's that he's sort of been very clueless about how he's treated Henry. He's like disregarded Henry's emotions and what the impact could be on Henry.
He can be cold at times. The way he treated Matty wasn't exactly nice either.
Yeah, also Matty. But I think it's the fact that Henry is genuinely invested in Jordan and has feelings actually. But some people are saying that Jordan does have feelings for Henry, but he can't admit them in the house.
Because when they were in the secret house and he was watching him on screen, you could see like the little smile on his face.
Yeah.
And normally if they're going, oh, you're husband, he'd be like, oh no, it's just platonic. But he wasn't. He was sort of playing up to it kind of thing. I think he does have feelings for Henry, but he doesn't know how to show it or how to admit it. And I think they've grown over the past week.
So what you're saying, you ship them outside the house?
I haven't heard anyone say that in ages. I do ship them. And no, I don't think they'll... Well, I do think they will be friends for life, like other people have been saying.
I mean,
the sisters.
There could be a rap party tonight. There could be a lot of drink involved. If they're in the hotel together.
Oh, yeah. You might as well, mightn't you? You live once. We know Jordan likes to fumble in the bush.
But yeah, I'm worried about Henry being hurt after this. But we'll see, I suppose. Like, I hope we do see them actually, something actually comes out of it. And maybe I was wrong about Jordan and he was just saying this stuff to play it down for TV.
Yeah, I think so. All right, what's our predictions then? Mine is Noki out first, then Olivia, then Henry, Jordan, Yinrun.
I think the same, but Jordan might win. But, so this is what I'm thinking now, right, with my votes. I'm thinking maybe I should put them on Henry to push him closer to the final 3. Yeah. And I reckon ITV will give us more votes but come the final 2. But what if they don't? And then my vote's spent.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
Get on the virtual SIM card.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist. We'd never.
No comment.
Yeah. I'm so torn. I've never been this undecided.
But isn't this a nice problem to have?
Is it though?
Yeah, it is. People there's no one in that final who I hate. There's no one in that final I'm like rooting so hard against. In a way, it makes the final more boring because I like everyone.
I was going to say, just think back to Courtney Act versus Anne Widdecombe.
Yeah,
it's so good to have those high stakes finals.
But normally would be like, oh god, I hate all these people and I don't want anyone to win. So this is. Like BBUS, for example. So this is like a luxury to have. Like,
I don't mind. Budget.
I don't mind if that person wins. I don't mind if this person wins. Like, that's very rare that happens. So, but what about the Foul 4? Olivia could be getting all the votes for that side.
Well, she will be.
Well, Olivia could place a lot higher than we think. Then
I think she might, and also she's got a whole nation behind her. Scotland.
Yeah.
Don't deny the national vote.
I like the Scottish. That's one nation I do like. Unlike the Welsh.
And she's from Glasgow, and that was a great time. I had a good time in that sea. I like it.
I've had a good time up there as well. But that's another story.
Okay. Wait, though. What you're saying is, okay, we are equally happy for most of these people to win.
Yeah.
But isn't that a problem in itself? What that says to me is no one's done enough to be a clear winner.
That's true.
And I think that's true. And I think that part of the problem is it's too short.
It's way too short.
Haven't had the time for someone to really rise up to be a strong
winner.
Yeah, Henry's unravelled a little bit.
Yeah, but in a good way.
What I mean with the whole showing his emotions side and being
that's good.
hurt by Jordan actually, and that's the only rough ride that I can see there. And then the only other person who kind of showed enough for me to want them to win is Trish. And Trish is gone.
Well, more on Trish later.
Yeah, more on Trish later.
And put down your pitchforks and calm the fuck down.
Oh, God, people were trying to cancel us last week.
Jesus Christ, relax.
Oh, we didn't put other tweets.
Yeah, for God's sake, we've not even given...
We've deleted our bad ones.
We've not even given one opinion on that situation. We were getting dragged to filth.
You used a love heart, and that's where you went wrong. You fell foul.
I did regret using that love heart afterwards.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Lost at least 2 listeners.
At the time, I felt... we need to go into time. At the time, I felt sorry for Trish, but my feelings have changed slightly.
That one person giving us shit and then asking questions to ask her, what is it?
Yeah.
Don't ever hear from her again.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But if you do talk to her, can you ask her this?
If you're very black and white on things, this ain't the podcast for you because we like to see the nuance in things.
Yeah, and also I just think after what has happened, like the shock of that reveal of all that history of stuff,
Yeah.
fans kind of deserve to hear from her, and they have now through other outlets. It wasn't BB on Blast that got the exclusive.
It should have been
but
BB on Blast.
I think it should. I think Trish should still talk to us because we are by fans for fans,
and we'll talk to you for a long period of time.
Yeah,
longer than you ever wanted to be on the phone for.
Yeah, that's probably going to put her off. So anyway, more on that.
More on that later.
So yeah, should I put my?
You're good.
All
By
my
the time
votes
you
on
bloody
Henry.
decided the
Vote will be
show's going to be
closed.
on. Yeah, I say put them on Henry because I want Henry to win. So I might not be the best person to ask. Look, Yinrun is a shoe-in, right? Is she?
No, I don't think she is. This is why I'm worried. That's why I don't want to just spend them on Henry. I feel like if I'm putting them on Henry, it's almost like voting for the Green Party. It's like I'm doing it because that's who I want.
Listen to the cheers and make your decision from there.
What good did that do us last week?
Well, I know. Well, it's just, it's a London bubble. What can you say? Should we go?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when we come back, we'll be like ambivalent because we don't care who wins. We'll be happy for whoever it is.
I do
if it's
care.
Noki, I get £150.
Well, it was not going to be Noki, I'll tell you that much. Nothing against Noki. I actually like her and I'm glad she's in the final, but she ain't got a sniff of that money.
Noki told me to give this PR dancer. That's what Matty said on Late in Life.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
What, my PR dancer?
Yeah. No, what?
Or yours?
Any. I don't know. Right, we're going to come back and we're going to tell you everything that you already know, but with our opinion about it.
Plus, go through the last week of Big Brother.
Yeah, plus your emails.
Mm-hmm.
Join us soon.
Jenry or Yinrun to win.
Woo!
Yeah, welcome
back.
back.
Welcome back. Oh, quicker than
What
we
a night
expected.
it's been.
Oh my God.
You've
Well,
got-
congratulations, Yinrun.
This series, we've lost three winners. We've got notifications going off there. I'm concerned about it.
What a weird final.
First winner to go Trish. Second winner to go Yinrun.
Mm-hmm.
Third winner to go Henry. And then we finally ended on our actual winner, Jordan.
Oh my God.
I thought it was going to be Olivia for a while there.
That was worrying. That was deeply disturbing.
Right, we were very shocked when Yinrun was announced, weren't we?
Mm-hmm. We went, really? That's
Really?
Gaz's impression, not mine. Yeah, what the hell? Oh, you people, this is our fault. This is our fault.
Well, I tweeted about voting for Henry, and people were coming at me going, "Oh no, vote for Yinrun! Like she's got to be the winner." I'm like, "Well, I want Henry in the top 3. That's why I'm voting for him now."
because we
because
thought Yinrun...
AJ and Will,
oh dear, we've had too much to drink.
revealed to us that we were going to get more votes at every freeze. After every freeze, we were getting five more votes. So I was like, for my first 5...
We frittered away those votes, didn't we?
It's like a trick. For my first 5 votes, I shall go for Henry. And then I was thinking, I'm getting Henry over these hurdles. Noki's gone, fine.
Yeah.
We all knew that was coming. Now I've got 5 more. I went 3 Henry, 2 Yinrun. You did the same, didn't you?
I did the same.
Wow.
Oh dear.
And then when it came to the next freeze, it was Yinrun out, wasn't it?
Oh, why did
That
that
was a
happen?
shock, really.
After that, I was like, what? The rest was like a blur to me after that. I was just confused as to what was happening.
I was convinced Jordan and Yinrun were going to be
The final 2. They should have been. And if not, then Jordan and Henry. It was a shame that Olivia just pipped Henry to the post as well. Because we saw the voting percentages, yeah.
I thought that Yinrun and Olivia were close, but...
No, you're wrong.
Am I wrong?
Olivia and Henry were very close.
Oh, yeah. So Henry got 19.64 and Olivia 20.16.
It should have been Jordan and Henry left in their last. Have their last final kiss. Share a final kiss. Look, Yinrun only got 17% of the vote.
Could we have, if we'd have not been pissing about putting votes on Henry,
could we have
got
change?
Yinrun a step further?
A step further, yeah.
Maybe,
not
but
much,
not the
all
final
the way.
2.
Not all the way, no.
There you go then.
What are we saying? British public's racist again? Noki out first, then Yinrun. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been worse. Could have had a Tory winner, who I did actually want to win, apparently.
Yeah, hold on.
Well, no, what I wanted
Don't
was...
rewrite history.
What I really wanted was Jenry and Yinrun final 3. I just thought it would have been so nice to see them sitting there together on the sofa.
Yeah.
If they were even allowed to sit together, because
No,
clearly
they
they
were
weren't
not.
allowed to move.
No.
Yeah, and then I just thought it would be Jordan and Yinrun at the end.
You thought wrong,
It
didn't
goes
you?
to show that like the
You thought
Twitter bubble
wrong.
means nothing, doesn't it?
But even this, I think, was unpredictable, even in the Facebook groups, wasn't it? Or was it? You tell me.
I did the Facebook poll on BB on Blast.
No,
and
we did. That's a collective moniker.
Yeah, you take the credit for my work. And, well, actually, it was wrong, because it came out with Jordan at the top, Henry next, then Olivia, then Yinrun, then Noki and Matty.
Okay, well, it was only
neck and neck.
wrong by one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
After that, we were saying just before we not before we recorded, on the original recording, we didn't really mind what happened, but I did start to mind. I was like, this ain't going the way I want it to. What's happening? I didn't mind what happened as long as Noki and Olivia went first. But that's not what happened. Just like, I don't know. Weird. What do you think? I'm happy for Jordan.
I'm happy that in the end, like, because we had those 5 votes at every hurdle, I could then sort of like switch it up and just back Jordan instead of Olivia, because otherwise it would have just been done if we'd like used our 5 and we couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, that's true. No, I like the votes opening each time.
I really
that was
thought
fun. It made it more fun.
I really thought that the Scotland vote was going to push Olivia over the line for a minute there, because we started to worry that because Twitter was saying the Henry and Jordan vote would be split, leaving Olivia to sail through, right?
Yeah, that's
which
what we
would
were
have been
about,
pretty likely, I think.
Yeah, Olivia should have gone first.
This is the best bits of the series. Do you want to watch it?
Yeah, put it on.
We're not going to get copyright claim, are we?
Oh God, should we mute it?
That's just going to be music, isn't it?
Cheers for being with us. I just thought I'd let everyone know
Oh, Hallie didn't really get to speak on Later in Life.
Not a word.
That annoyed me. A lot of things annoyed me about that, but we'll come to that. Oh, they're actually showing Trish. I'm surprised.
Well, I can't really erase out the whole.
No, they'd
series.
have a job, wouldn't they?
It was also hilarious.
And I'm not very happy with Kerry.
If you don't want it to be me, I don't mind. Like,
No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in this team.
5.
Very
That's how I said
annoy
it.
me. It's going to be a long 6 weeks.
What did she say? They were texting her business number.
Yeah.
Or she's too busy looking at her business number.
Apparently she mentioned her business on Late and Live as well.
this is my slutty shirt.
It's in those placemats in a while.
The only people I can imagine myself being friends with on the outside is you two and Paul. Does groups form?
Someone please just do rock, paper, fucking scissors! Just do it!
A lot of rock, paper, scissors and Big Brother.
Yeah, God.
I can see the people acting on the camera.
I am who I am, and I know I'm very out there.
I'm very
Very
out
out
there,
there.
God. You're about as basic as it can get.
On my nerves.
You're saying punishment is inhumane.
Have you learned your lesson?
Oh, no fuck. It's like, my man ain't got to stand there and take shit off 2 women.
Off 2 women. Oops. Oof. And then
Yeah, that was what
immediately
finished him off.
evicted.
That really was, I think.
Get Kerry out.
Oh.
Really tough.
We miss you, Kerry.
Yeah, what? Rob Legend. Rob Queen.
I don't think Noki was genuine.
That's the colour palette you're matching tonight.
Oh, yeah,
Jordan's
it is,
jumper.
yeah.
We'll all be trapped.
It's because
There you go, and he won.
I knew Jordan was going to win.
Chill out.
Oh, can't be arsed.
I manifested it.
Do you think I'm a dickhead?
Yes. Can't kiss on camera. Yeah, not much.
Yinrun, you must head straight to jail.
I wonder, is that what did it for Yinrun? The too much crying
Yeah,
of it.
I
Too
think
much
so.
crying
Yeah,
of it.
finished her off.
That was a
Iconic
shock when
exit
Hallie.
too.
Yeah, Hallie looked great.
The vending machine wasn't so good over here, was it?
What are you trying to wake everybody up?
I like Jordan licking it off the floor.
Halloween was, I think, peak of this series.
This is when Noki and Trish got done.
Fair play to whoever designed all these tasks, because it's pretty good.
Yeah.
All good.
Shoved Kerry in the coffin. Yes.
There's something strange happening with Jordan and Matty. They're both flirting with each other, but then they're not.
Is that all we got of that row? Because there was a lot more from
Yeah.
that needed to be shown. Like, they are erasing Trish.
Everyone's feeling ultra intense.
You, of course. I just wanted to get away from whatever's going on in the house right now.
What a moment.
Yeah, fuck you.
That
and
eviction
you. That was great,
was
wasn't
so
it?
good.
That was
It
the
was
pinnacle.
so tense.
That was the pinnacle.
That was real.
After that, it was all downhill from there.
Matty's sad face is
Oh,
ridiculous.
we got some shit to say about Matty.
I've never ever been made to feel that way by anybody.
Oh.
He's just so emotionally immature.
Yeah, he is.
I am worried about him on the outside now.
Which intruder you wish to
He'll
eject.
be alright. Go back to his lobster, whatever it is.
Thermidor.
You make me so
Proud of you.
It's not fair, cutting Henry's sister out.
Yes. That was my moment of the series, 100%.
Chanel, you have lost your immunity.
The journey's over.
Yeah.
She's smirking like when the kid gets told off in school.
Yeah, she's just an idiot and a waste of space. Goodbye.
Oh, yeah.
Goodbye.
Shock. Absolute
We
shock.
got more to say
Got
about
more of a
Trish.
shock the day after, to be fair.
Stay tuned.
This school thing
Time to nominate
got on my tits.
I've chosen Tom.
My tits.
yet.
You've barely got tits. All this shit we haven't talked about yet, have we?
No. God, a lot's happened in this short
God, it
space of time.
has.
Elena's housemate to be
This was absolute genius.
That was fucking. I didn't even
Congratulations.
show the best bit.
Making it to the final.
Stupid.
What was the best bit?
Just like the end part of the letter.
Yeah, when the
that was
lighting
so
changed.
fucking good. That was so good. Oh my god, that was good. Yeah, I'm not sure about this best bit. I feel like they missed out.
Oh,
a few
it's
good
over. What about
things.
the echoing voices over the lights out in the house?
And chasing cars by Snow Patrol.
Yes, over 42 days.
Are they going to do it? They have to do it, please.
They won't.
Question, how much time is too much time?
Oh,
Get
stop
off the
showing him.
Thank you to all of our wonderful celebrity house guests. And more
Oh, fuck
importantly,
off.
thank you to our
No one
housemates.
cares.
Of course, thank you all at home for watching.
So for the last time, let's give it up for our Big Brother 2023 winner, Jordan!
No more fireworks. Oh, yeah, there they are.
I can't see Emma.
Never forget.
Jordan looks like he wants to crawl away into a hole.
Well, the fireworks are cute though.
No, I like the different
Nice
coloured
colours.
ones.
Yeah.
Because normally they're always orange, aren't
Yeah. Just orange.
they? Oh, they're nice.
I like the pink ones. No echoey voices.
Oh, God. They got
these
so
people
many
don't know how to
things
make
wrong.
Big Brother.
To be honest, they got most things right with the main show. Late and
Yeah.
Live, See Me After School. There's a few things to say about that. But anyway, we'll concentrate on the positives for now.
Right.
Yeah. Jordan, we're happy with as a winner.
I mean, I wanted different, but like out of my two choices at the end, I'm happier about that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's our fault that Yinrun didn't win.
It's not us only.
Not
just
us
you and
only,
I.
but Dan was having a go at us. Jack was having a go at us.
Twitter
Going, it's
people were
your
having
fault.
a go at us. Tweety Ryan was having a go at us.
God, leave us alone. It's not all about us.
Give us a break. Look.
We tried. We tried to be strategic.
I've been trying to do the research all series.
Yeah.
I tried to use a strategy.
Look, we got more of a social game. What can I say?
That's it. It's done.
That's it. Podcast over. See you later. See you next time.
Thank you for listening. See you next time.
Oh my god. Now we have to go back to the start. Just like in
Going back to
To
the start.
I was thinking that's Snow Patrol, but it's Coldplay, which is, let's face it, the same sort of
I
thing.
can't believe they didn't do the voices on the house and the lights going out. But there's not that many quotes this year to put over the... You got to have...
Fake bad boy. That's one.
Yeah, that's one. Oh, she's thick.
Oh, she's sick. That's quality. What else? What else are good ones? You're a bully. That's a good one.
that
Oh,
would
too
be a
much,
good
too
one.
much Trish.
Yeah, Trish Heavy.
Who else had a good? Jordan must have had some good ones.
Oh, purely platonic.
Yeah,
Something like that.
yeah. What else?
Oh, there's two moons in the sky. That would be
Oh
nice.
yeah, that would be a good one. Yinrun must have had a few. Like Yinrun doing like the Liverpudlian accent or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Or I see you with your eyes. One of those
Yeah,
songs would come up
yeah.
probably.
Oh look, we've written it for them.
We could.
so.
Someone can make that.
Yeah,
Gary.
Gary. Come on, Gary.
Come on, you can make the picture black and white and turn the lights down, I'm sure.
And don't include any of bloody Dylan, Paul, or those idiots. Don't bother with them.
You could have Dylan, perhaps.
You could have Dylan saying something stupid, and then
Black on black crime, probably.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah. God, that takes on a new light in light of recent events.
What do we want to do?
What do you want to do?
Do you want to go for...
Do you want to do the Trish section? Or... I feel like maybe we should do it now while we're less drunk. Although I am still quite drunk now.
What am I doing?
I don't know. What are you doing?
I don't know. It's chair aerobics, I think.
Because we've got to limber up and try and please everyone with what we're about to say. We need to please everyone, so everyone get pleased with what we're about to say. Yeah. Oh, do you like nuance, or do you want everything to be black and white? Because we're not really black and white type of people. Oh, but you're blah blah blah. Oh, but you're this. Oh, but you're that. No, we're fucking not. We said 2 things about it and we got absolutely rinsed. We didn't even say anything bad.
Also, by people who probably never have ever listened to this and never will. That was a funny thing.
So let me say, we put out, when we heard about Trish's tweets, which I did read a lot of, and let's be
clear.
Not let's be clear, because I sound like a politician.
Let me be clear. Those are not views that BB on Blast agrees with.
Those tweets were absolutely despicable.
Yeah.
And we searched our own tweets to check
in light of
what sort of shit we've written. I have never ever tweeted anything racist, homophobic, blah 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 blah. We did used to. I'm going to be transparent.
Go on.
Me and you both said tranny back in the day.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people used to say. Molly was saying people used to say it. I don't know.
I think other people in our social group said similar things.
I feel like it was more acceptable.
I had 2 instances of it from 2012, and they were both in relation to TV programs.
Mine was 2011, so I got woke before you did.
One was about something about gypsy weddings, and then the other one was about someone on BB bots.
So there you go. There's our transparency. So you can cancel us now. But so looking back,
but what we'll say is we've obviously deleted those tweets now.
Yeah,
because
but I have it in my blog, and I haven't deleted those blogs because I don't want to go back and rewrite history. That was part of my vernacular at the time. And Laurie said she used to read my blogs alongside listening to the podcast.
Yeah,
and she said she would read things and be like, "Ooh," and I said, "Yeah, but was there ever anything racist or homophobic?" She said, "Never, ever, ever." She said it was just that sort of stuff, which is again totally acceptable. But back then, it was more acceptable.
Well, it's not even about it being acceptable. It's about what's not acceptable now and what we've learned now, I think.
Yeah. But but racism and homophobia have never, ever been acceptable.
No.
Not that transphobia was ever acceptable either.
But the thing is, I wouldn't have said...
Tying myself in knots already.
Although you may have used a transphobic term, I wouldn't have said in essence you were a transphobic person.
No, we were just using that expression casually.
Yeah, and it's like when we were kids saying that something was gay, which we probably would have done.
I did, 100%.
Yeah.
I did, yeah.
Because it was just something people said.
I remember,
and that doesn't necessarily excuse it, but it was... We've changed since then, right? And you've learned since then.
I remember the exact time I stopped using it. I said it in front of a friend of... I probably told you this before. A friend of mine who was a lesbian, and she pulled a face, but not pulled a face, looked upset when I said it, and I thought, oh my God. And that was when I was about 21. So that was in about 2001. And I never ever used it again after that. I could see the effect that it had on someone.
Yeah.
So that is a learning curve, isn't it? And did you used to say it?
That's so gay?
Yeah.
Of course, because when I was a kid, that was just what people said. But that was probably before I even knew I was gay.
But that all of that aside, it feels very different, I think, to some of the things that Trish tweeted. Anti-Semitism, homophobia, racism. It was not...
There was everything there.
It was literally everything.
Ableism as well.
It was...
And anti-Semitism as well.
Yeah.
And this is the thing. Okay, so... the majority of those tweets were from around 2012, 2013, which, funnily enough, does feel like it was a different time, especially looking at our own stuff, looking back.
Yeah, definitely.
I think we've all come a long way since then.
It's
a decade ago, right?
The culture has changed
a bit.
Massively, I think, over the past...
but not enough for us to not boo or chant "Get Kerry Out."
No.
But enough for us to know what's right and wrong when it comes to discrimination, I think.
I just feel like any of that stuff, me and you would never have been saying in 2011.
No, of course not.
So, doesn't it make you think, what the fuck, Trish?
Yeah.
It makes me think, like, one, why were you saying that? 2, why did you delete that shit? 3, why did you start posting again on your Twitter and not think...
4, how did Big Brother not find it?
Yeah, that is a big... and that's what makes me feel pissed off. There's so many different things to this. But that annoys me because I feel like we were sort of led down the garden path supporting Trish, although I do think Trish has changed. But I feel like it kind of made us all look like we had egg on our face after that, didn't it? Because it was like, it sort of gave grist to the mill of the Foul Four, or whatever they're called. And
not only that, but the racist people who were
anti-Trish,
giving Trish hate on the outside.
Yeah, I mean, they must have been wanking off with excitement.
Let's not forget that this was uncovered by Chanel Stan within about an hour of Trish's Twitter going public.
But why did Trish not think? And not that
it's not even necessarily on Trish, because we ourselves have seen that we've said offensive things on the internet on our own Twitters, which until we looked back based on what happened with Trish, that we didn't know were there anymore.
That's true.
So it wouldn't be surprising if Trish didn't know these things were there or
hadn't thought about them. Yeah, but there was a lot, though. There was a lot.
That's true.
Well, I did... so, did you watch the interview with her?
Shit, I wanted to watch the full video on the website, but I didn't.
I only watched the short one as well. I must say, I wasn't very satisfied with her. And Trish, you're very welcome to come on the podcast.
I actually really do want to have that conversation, but she might be sick of it, I think, by now, because she's had it with Gaydio and The Independent.
She might, but I feel like we would give it a bit of a different spin.
I think so.
And I'm not like we put out a call for Trish to come on the podcast, and I put a love heart on it. That was me, and in retrospect, I wish I hadn't put the love heart on it.
I think you had a different take on the situation at the point that you did that tweet.
Yeah, but we got absolutely rinsed it. Like, you're supporting a racist. I will never listen to your podcast again, as if you ever have. Are you listening now? No, didn't think so. It was just like absolutely. You're going to get money from having Trish on the podcast.
People don't understand that we make no money out of this.
Off this podcast. We get 10 quid every quarter. Yeah. if we're lucky, and we appreciate that. But it's like, we're not a money making machine like here to excuse racism.
If anything, this podcast costs us money.
It does. It costs us a lot of money. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is Trish did an interview with The Independent, which we haven't done our research. I meant to watch the whole thing, but I did not like what she was saying on that. I felt like, oh well, I've forgotten that I posted that. To me, that's not an explanation. It's like...
I think it's the truth, though.
But what the fuck were you actually thinking when you posted this? That's my question. Like, oh, well, I forgot I posted that. To me, that's a cop-out. It felt like a cop-out to me.
Actually, you're right. And I guess the difference between that was it was actively... Oh, I don't want to use the term hateful. But
it was hateful.
It was driven by disgust and... negative feeling, whereas some of the stuff that we've tweeted, which we thought was offensive,
wasn't
it was just
actually ignorance.
Yeah, it was more ignorance. Yeah, I would say.
So I want to know, what was her frame of mind when she was doing those tweets? Was she going through a bad time? Was she feeling marginalised herself and she was lashing out?
Yeah,
like to go. Oh, I just don't remember. To me, that's not good enough as an explanation. And I would like to... Maybe she does go into further detail on that, and I will listen to it. But it felt to me... when I watched that, I just thought... It actually turned me off. I was like... Because before that, I was like... Trish has obviously changed. Like, Trish in the house, I absolutely loved. I've still been watching the live feed from a couple of weeks ago, and the way she talks to people, the subject she brings up, everything about her, I think she's absolutely amazing. So for her to just go, oh well, I don't really remember doing that, that's not good enough for me. I think it needs more explanation.
Like, at this time I was in this was happening, and this is what. Yeah, but maybe she doesn't know at the moment. I think it was a big shock for us. Sorry, go on, finish that point.
Just, I feel cognitive dissonance in my head that I can't square Trish, who was in the house, with those tweets.
No, and that's what I was about to say.
And that is why I can't...
Talk about a rollercoaster in the house. Yeah. It's a rollercoaster out here.
That's why
because we had Trish way up
on
here
a pedestal,
as a complete social justice warrior.
Yeah.
And then to see that being in complete contrast with the person that we thought we knew, who we wanted to be our winner, who we thought was our robbed queen.
Yeah, I
was
feel
like
embarrassed.
A real shock.
I feel embarrassed for rooting for. Yeah, slightly. And when we were like tweeting the podcast, I felt like
we had to now promote something where we were bigging Trish up. Yeah, that was a bit awkward. Actually,
I felt like, I don't know, like she'd let us down, which she has. But she's let herself down. That sounds so pathetic, but Go on, you go.
I was going to say, but also Big Brother has let us down.
Yeah,
and
that's...
Big Brother has let Trish down
How
too.
So how the fuck did that happen?
Because if we're honest, like, we've seen people get kicked out of the house for less. We saw, what's her name, Ellis, in the last series, Cameron's series,
yeah, I
go
forgot
day
about
2
that.
for a single tweet which was racist. So if any of that, which can be uncovered by fans within seconds flat, was missed by a company hired to do the background checks, there needs to be a lawsuit here.
How? What happened?
It's beyond me.
This is what I don't...
So my one theory is that Trish didn't disclose that Twitter account.
No, it
to
must
them.
be. It has to be.
Do you think?
So why the fuck did she start posting on that Twitter account?
She obviously forgot about it. But this is the other thing. So the other thing I want to say is we're talking about tweets from 10 years ago, 2012,
But
2013. However, what everyone will say to you is, but there are tweets from this year, and I think they're the anti-Semitic ones. Semitic ones.
I think.
And I don't feel like Trish addressed that part of the narrative in the video.
No.
She did talk about,
not
having
the best
done wrong and owning it and apologising for it, and that's fine. But that is the one bit which kind of undoes our defence of, but we know Trish. Like, this is not the Trish that we saw, but that's the Trish only a few months before going into the house. And she has said in some cases... perhaps it's been skewed to sound like things are homophobic when they're not.
What do you think? What did she say? I can't remember the homophobic.
What I will say is, because it erupted and we were getting sent tweets and people were like tweet mining, basically, like going through,
searching the keyword
term after
the
term, and then I was like,
yeah.
shit, I'm going to search for my terms.
Yeah,
But,
I did
so
too.
I started to search for like in her tweets like gay and stuff, and actually she was really speaking up for gay people in more recent times.
Okay,
but no one's publishing those tweets.
No.
And she was talking about like how for a lot of black men it's hard to come out, and how that's, not acceptable, and that people shouldn't be, marginalised because of their sexuality. So there's
She's obviously changed.
Yeah, there's obviously development there, but no one's going to be publishing those positive ones or screen capping them, and of course we can't even look at them now because the Twitter's been disabled.
So then do we start to have the conversation, can people change, can people be forgiven? It's not for me personally to forgive, because I wasn't a targeted thing for those tweets, but you were. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. What have you seen that's homophobic?
I can't
is there
remember
a term
now.
There's like a very negative term for black people, which is comparative for gay people.
That's what Dan was saying earlier, yeah.
But I think that's one of the ones that she's saying is like not necessarily homophobic.
Yeah,
it's just
really
asking a question.
I don't really understand that one.
Well, until we talk
but
to her,
there were some
maybe
other
we
ones about Asians that were very dubious.
The Asian stuff, I think, is completely... Obviously, all of it is inexcusable, but it's going to be very difficult when it comes to covering that with Jordan, who's got Asian family, and Yinrun, who obviously is from an Asian background. But I think she's specifically talking about South Asian people. I don't really know.
I'll be very interested to see how the friendships do develop or not develop after this. But I don't know if we'll ever see that. But going back to the anti-spec stuff, because that was from this year.
Can you remember what they said?
I can't remember which people are going to go, oh, fuck you, you're covering up, blah, 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 whatever. To be honest, I didn't want to remember because I didn't want to think about it in a way, which is probably wrong. But
also, we're hardly going to go back and read out the tweets because that's like doubly offensive.
But especially in the current climate with what's happening in Israel, I mean, it's not... I mean, anti-Semitism, to me, is not something I'm very familiar with at all. I feel like it's not something that...
It's a bit of an alien one, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like it's not something that happens in my circle. Or obviously, it's not something that happens in my circle, but it's not something I know a lot about, so...
Yeah.
But it's obviously something that's hugely on the rise.
Well, actually, it's just really interesting because... So I have, like, Jewish heritage, like, in my genealogy. It's not a part of my, like, upbringing or culture or whatever because it's that far back. And it's, like, I know I've got a great-great-grandfather who fled the Holocaust.
Yeah.
And that's about as deep as it runs with me. Like, I'm clueless. But... when I was in the taxi, in fact, I'm bringing
Oh,
back my
yeah.
taxi driver,
Oh, yeah.
who had a theory about chemical
God,
warfare.
The chemtrail.
He started to talk about this. Did I tell you this one? He started to talk about a business down the road and how some Jewish guy sold it. It used to be a garage, but now it's flats. This Jewish guy sold it, and I thought,
God.
it's really interesting that he's highlighting
Yeah,
it's a
the
Jewish person.
Yeah.
Because how is that relevant?
God.
But obviously, if you are anti-Semitic,
Yeah.
it is relevant. Or Semitic, sorry.
But don't you think you could be Jewish and he doesn't even know?
Well,
Which
I
you are
thought-
partly, yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
you can tell some people are Jewish, but a lot of people I wouldn't have a clue.
But to be fair, in that moment, I thought, probably not a good time to reveal that
No.
I've actually got
No.
genealogy which says I'm Jewish.
No, it's just...
Or partly Jewish.
It's something that I'm extremely ignorant about, so I don't really want to comment about, but it's very dicey and it's very... I just want to know what made Trish do that. Was she feeling low? Was it when she had her baby? Or I don't. Even that is not an excuse. But I just want to know more. Go on. Oh, go on.
No. Okay. Well, I mean, there's this one.
Yeah.
That's from 2012.
I want to be as what? I'm going to say it. Oh, shush. I want to be as motivated as Hitler was.
That's the 2012
Well, people
one.
make a lot of Hitler...
It's probably a joke.
People make a lot of jokes about Hitler, so I'm not going to... I mean, that could be...
me shushing.
That could be motivated to be a vegetarian. That could be... People make jokes about Hitler all the time, so... That one I'm not really
I don't think I've got the recent anti-Semitism
well,
stuff.
maybe it's for the best. Look, if you have thoughts on this, please let us know. And maybe people already have let us know in the comments.
Yeah, hopefully they have.
I personally, I do not have a side on it. I have no dog in the fight. And I would love to hear Trish's thoughts on it. We would give her a grilling. We would give her grace as well. Like, we're not, we're not Jeremy Paxman, but we're not...
So some of the stuff which
Cat
is
Dealey either.
sorry, some of the stuff that's homophobic is actually like retweets from other people.
Oh, okay.
Because back in the day you used to have to type RT
Oh, yeah, I forgot
and then
about
paste
that.
it in because there wasn't a retweet
I
function.
forgot about that. Hasn't Twitter improved?
Sorry, there's not just South Asian slander. There's other slander too for Chinese people as well.
Oh god.
But yeah, the majority of it is from 2012, and I haven't got my facts when it comes to the more recent stuff. But
I wrote down things that I wanted.
the reason that I think it would be beneficial for us to talk about it is because we can speak as fans who are invested in her.
Yeah.
And any other journalist that talks to her, like, there's not even a journalist voice on the independent video. It's just her. I just think,
I didn't like that.
having the conversation with actual fans. And this is why I felt it would be valuable to have her on, because Trish can speak to the fans who were the ones who were, let's be honest, spending money to keep her in the house.
We spent money.
Yeah.
Somehow.
We did. I mean, maybe.
Data on our phones.
So yeah, I just, the response, I was surprised by the response of people who were ready to write off having the conversation.
People are so, I've noticed social media, this series of BBUK has been savage. It has been absolutely savage. I've never noticed it
More
like
savage than
this.
eviction by letter from home. I think not.
On a par. It has been like very like you're either with us or you're against us, and that's that. And there's no room for in between at all. And you're never going to get that on BB on Blast. And that is why I like doing this podcast, because you can say so much in a tweet, but you cannot fucking say what you actually think really in a tweet. We go around the houses on this podcast, and we'll go around the houses for another couple of hours probably. But at least
Big Brother Canada house, Big Brother USA house, Big Brother Australia house, and the UK house.
Back into the Big Brother house with the celebrity house fuck off. But at least we get to like actually have our say. And if you could actually be bothered to listen to this and write us an email, fine.
Yes,
we'll have the dialogue.
Yeah, and this is the thing you said.
Yeah.
Like, if you've ever listened to our podcast,
Yeah.
you will know that we are not any of these isms that you're talking about, and we will happily put our cards on the table and admit our wrongdoings and talk about every subject, and we won't stand for any discrimination.
No.
And we've been out there fighting the Facebook mums for their ableism and their racism and everything. So to sort of level it at us and say we're going to platform our races, I just think it's preposterous. You obviously don't know us, like you said.
Trish is black. She
She was still exhibiting racism.
I know, but to me,
thoughts.
a black person can never be racist like a white person is racist. And if you don't agree with that, you can not agree with that if you like. But to me, that's what I think. It's a different dynamic.
They were explicit racism in those tweets, so you can be.
Yeah.
Anyone could be.
I know.
Of any race, it's possible.
I know, but to me, it's not the same thing.
No,
but I know a lot of people
what you
disagree with me. Yeah, go on, tell me.
Maybe
'Cause I may be speaking out of turn here.
What I was going to say was like, perhaps to say that like leveling white people is diminished when people try to call racism for things. I got told to take my white ass out of someone's DMs in the week, didn't I? And that was, by the way, for defending Alfie. And this was another case, what you're talking about with Twitter. Somebody misconstrued a tweet from Alfie and tried to make out like Alfie was racist because he didn't like...
Alfie's a known racist.
Like, he's completely
joking.
not.
I'm joking.
So I was annoyed because this person had retweeted Alfie who was not particularly impressed with the bots panel.
Just someone trying to start a fight.
And they tried to make out that it was because the bots panel had people of colour on it. And it's just like, if you look at Alfie's timeline for even a couple of seconds, you'll see him bigging up everyone. You know, it's just like, he was talking about, what's the name again?
Fuck knows.
One of those celebrity house guests.
Don't ask me, I don't know.
Yinka, I think her name is. And it was a comment about Trish, and he was saying, praising Trish for being the most socially aware.
Yeah.
That's probably aged badly. But in the house, most socially aware housemate we've had. And it's just like, just take a minute to look at someone's timeline before you start trying to tarnish their name and attacking them, because some of us are trying to fight alongside.
Who are you?
Some of us are allies.
Who are you? Alfie's PR team. Don't fucking tell me what to post. That's what that guy said to you.
It was a girl. But yeah.
Oh, was it a girl? It's just stupid.
And told me to take my white ass out of the DM. So is that potentially a racist comment?
Yeah, if you like.
Right? I think sort of.
Oh, did he get your feelings hurt?
Well, white butt hurt.
But it's funny because Gary was listening to our podcast. He said, a lot of your podcast has aged very badly. And I thought, well, actually, the podcast didn't...
What? He's listened to old ones and said
No,
that?
the Trish's one.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And he said, but actually...
That's because we didn't know what we know now.
The podcast didn't age badly.
Trish did.
It was like... The podcast didn't have the crib notes that we needed. Do you know what I mean?
It's a time capsule, isn't it?
The podcast made sense at the time.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it did age badly. I'm trying to retrofit it, but no. It was Trish's,
well, you can only work with what you know now.
That age badly.
Jordan's tweets could come out tomorrow and they could be terrible.
Oh,
you
imagine.
know?
Oh my God.
I mean, this is another thing that we should consider. What if Trish won? What would Big Brother have done then?
Yeah.
Would they have stripped her of the title? Would they have taken the money from her?
Yeah, I don't know. No, because it's their bloody fault for not doing the proper checks.
But right now, we don't know what's going on with Big Brother.
Heads must be rolling. But this whole thing about... This is the other thing I want to say. The whole thing about not having Trish on Late and Live is so cowardly, in my opinion. You have her on and you fucking grill her about it and you get the response and you get her say... and
you owe that to the fans, surely.
Just say, Trish isn't here tonight.
But we've got Chanel.
Yeah, and Trish isn't here. But everyone's going to mention Trish because everyone loved Trish. Trish is all over the best bits. But we're just going to never mention her again. It don't work.
No.
Just treat us like adults. Get Trish on. Get her explanation. You fucked up by not checking Trish's socials. You're as responsible as Trish is for this mess. So clean it up together.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I like that.
Get the mop out. However, if you were to believe what Trish's friend, the Pretty King, on Twitter said, Trish herself decided not to go on Late and Live.
I don't believe that.
I could imagine that you might not want to
show your face.
because it probably was pretty scary to have everyone searching your entire back catalogue of tweets like that and publicly rinsing you.
Yeah.
Like, that would have been a shock for everyone, I think.
There's no way
She said she was shocked.
There's no way they would have had her on. But they should have had her on.
But this is the thing, ITV can't expect to have Big Brother without controversy. There is no Big Brother without controversy, is there?
No, look at Tila Tequila. Look what happened there.
Yeah, look at that. Look at Roxanne Pallet. Look at...
Oh, God.
You know, Nasty Nick. I know it's not quite the same, but like...
He was just writing down names.
Yeah, I know, but... There's not been a single series without its controversy,
no,
really. Well,
and nor would we want one. Yeah, there was that one with Jeannie and Claire and McGiff.
There were two different series.
Well, they were both boring.
But what I'm saying is, ITV, I think, are kind of trying to sanitize Big Brother, and you need
just a
to
bit.
embrace all of what Big Brother is.
At least the booing came back.
It did, because they couldn't control it for so long.
No.
And this is the thing, what we were told at the start of this series, like you were saying earlier,
Be
the
kind.
culture has changed.
Yeah.
But it hasn't changed enough that we don't want to boo
Humanity's
people.
not changed. We want to hold people accountable for their actions. Hence why they should have had Trish on, to hold people accountable. Like she would hold people accountable herself.
Yeah. I think she probably expects to be held accountable as well. Don't you think, this is separate to this, but don't you think that Big Brother only became like Big Brother again once boos were fully embraced by the audience?
Yeah.
Like,
The excitement
from Get Carry Out was
up.
like the start of it, but then by the time it got to Dylan and Paul and the double eviction, and the crowd were just letting go because they knew they could.
Let him rip.
Yeah, it just felt like, okay, now we're in our stride.
Yeah.
And Big Brother can't stop us.
Yeah.
ITV can't stop this.
No. Big Brother, you may see it all, but you can't muzzle us.
Can't mute it all.
No. Anyway, final thoughts on Trish. Trish, come on, but if you don't, my final thought is, ooh, she's thick. For not deleting your tweets. And for posting them in the first place. What do you think?
Here's a question.
Yeah.
If Big Brother had identified the tweets, would you have thought it acceptable for them to say, Trish, we think you're going to be a great housemate.
Yeah.
But in 2012, you tweeted this. In fact, here's a spreadsheet. Go through and delete.
Long old fucking, like that SpongeBob gif where it's just like, the scroll is just coming down and down.
Go and delete these tweets and it's fine, you can come in the house. Or would you have preferred they said, we've uncovered this stuff, I'm sorry, but you're disqualified from the house?
Well, to be honest, I'd prefer they just said delete them, because what you don't know can't hurt you. But that's my mentality in life in general, which is probably not right. What do you think?
I think that they met Trish as Trish is now, and it would have been right to ask her to remove that stuff and go in the house as she did.
People saying, Trish has been putting on an act in the house.
I
That's
don't believe
bollocks.
that.
You can't put on an act in the Big Brother house. Although I do feel like Jordan did put on a little bit of an act. But you can't put on an act like that, as far as I'm concerned, for 6 weeks. It's not possible. It's not possible.
No.
So I think Trish has genuinely changed. So then it goes back to, are you going to forgive people for their misgivings? But it all comes down...
Are you going to still follow Trish?
I am following her. But
Are you excited to see what she posts? Was it slightly tarnished?
It's tarnished. There's no doubt about that. But here's what I want to say. Even though I said we'd finish talking about this. My biases are in full swing here. Because there's plenty of people, and people said it to us as well. If this was Paul, Chanel, Tom tweeting this shit, just what we expected, blah, 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 blah.
But it's the difference between the behaviours you've exhibited in the house and that backing up your real world behaviour.
Yeah,
but what we've got here is
totally different.
This mostly archaic real world behaviour, not being reflected by the person we saw in the house. So therefore, I think it's a different case.
It is, but I do think our biases do come into effect. I do think we do excuse a lot of things from people we like.
Yes.
Look at me and Morrissey, for example, and other things.
You're quite bad at that.
You do shit like this as well, though.
Come off it. Who?
Yeah, you do. I don't know. Never see someone problematic who you like. Everyone does. There's some Disney person who's done something untoward. There must be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
John Lasseter.
There you go.
The head of Pixar.
What's he done?
Sexual misconduct in the workplace.
You don't care.
But absolute creative genius.
There you go. We just turn a blind eye when it suits us. And every human does that. If you're listening thinking, you would have turned off by now.
This is the funny thing, though.
Everyone does it.
Don't you think, we are more likely to support the black housemates, the gay housemates, the people who are more from more marginalised backgrounds? That's just who we are.
Yeah.
The straight white men are very unlikely to appeal to us, or the straight, men in general. But it's funny that we were being criticised for wanting to platform a racist when we generally align with minorities.
I mean, if you think BB on Blast is in any way racist, you should have go back and read my blog, Exertainment, around the time Jay Goody was bullying Shilpa, because, believe me, I was fucking apoplectic about it. So, it's just bollocks. It's just absolute bollocks. All we want to do is hear both sides. And
I think fans deserve to hear it, so I was surprised that fans didn't want to hear it.
No, they're just like, no, she's racist, that's it. And something about, I don't know, something about calling a black person racist just makes me feel uncomfortable. I know it's wrong, but just something...
It's wrong when the facts say she was being racist.
I know,
you can't deny that.
I know, but just something about racism towards black people just feels worse to me. So I know it's not... I know I'm wrong, but that's just how I feel.
I think you think coming from white people
Yeah.
is worse.
Of
Because
course,
white people have
it's
privilege.
a million
But you
times
can also
worse.
have like intersectional
No,
racism.
I know that that's a massive thing, but this is why I need more education on it.
So you're going to say alcohol.
Well, that too. if you're offering.
There is more Prosecco in the fridge.
Should we have a
Right,
break and move on? I'm glad we got this out the way
let's
now.
just say-
I think it's probably good we got it out the way now.
I think it's unlikely that we're going to get Trish. But we've asked to get Trish.
Tweet Trish her new account
And
and ask her to come on.
we will ask again. Obviously, like,
We have asked.
she's probably inundated at the moment. And I'm happy to come back to this and follow up. So, you know, if we can, we will.
If we can, we will. If we can't, we won't. But don't bloody blame us. We didn't do fuck all, so leave us out of it. I sent that love heart, and I do regret it, but it was at the time.
Oh, wait
it's
a
how
minute.
it
I
felt.
wanted to say, at the time that you'd done that,
Yeah.
I think you were of a opinion that actually the people who had mined the tweets to drag this back to the surface were kind of quite wrong for doing so.
Yeah, of course. It's scummy, isn't it? It's a scummy thing to do. It's pathetic to find someone's Twitter account and then do that. That's like...
I think it's made worse by the fact it was apparently Chanel stans that did it.
No shit. It's just trolling, isn't it? It's just trolling. That's all it is. So yeah, that was how I felt at the time. Obviously things changed when I saw more of the tweets, but you know, as I say, it's all a grey area. But I would love to know what other people think about this, but who knows when we're going to next do a pod.
What will never be erased though is the fact that what we saw of Trish in the house, we really respected.
Yeah.
And all that she demonstrated made us want to crown her as a winner.
Yeah.
And that will always be there. You can't alter that, right? No matter what's happened before or after, there was a time when not only us but a hell of a lot of people were invested in Trish as the winner, and that's why I think she kind of deserves our time.
But I feel like a lot of people have been very quick to just be like,
Of course.
wash, you know, I wash my hands.
Cancel
Like,
culture.
a lot of people, like even people we are friends with and big brother accounts have just been like, no, you know, that's it. Just like, ooh, like, you know, you've got the stink on you and that's it. Whereas I don't feel like that. I want to get into it more.
Yeah.
But I feel like we've always been more close to the bone than other people have.
Of course.
We've always been
You especially, fucking hell. Sometimes I'm on edge about waiting, but what's going to come out of your mouth next?
But no, it's I'm happy to be in that space because I feel like there is a lot of people who are just like, it's yes or it's no. Well, no.
There's no one else
something else
willing to stick their neck out like we are.
No.
It's all very sanitised out there. And this is a sort of, you know, cut and shut cowboy job.
Yeah, come here. We support all types of hateful content. No, we don't. Right, let's move on from this. We need to get
Don't say that shit.
I'm joking.
Undo all that good work we've just done.
Joke.
One
It's
foul
it's a fucking joke. Do you know how to take a joke?
Foul swoop. Fell swoop.
Do you know how to take a joke to it? I know you don't, do you?
Right, let's get a drink.
Right, let's have a break. Let's have a drink.
Let's go back
Have
and-
a Kit Kat.
We've got a lot to talk about. Spare
God,
room
there's a
and all
lot.
that.
From now on, it's going to be all positive. So,
Love, peace, and harmony. Right, welcome back. Now, we said we were done with the Trish issue. However,
Trishy.
we have the Trishy. We've got a guest here who wants to add their thoughts into the situation. That's right, everybody. It's my boyfriend, Dan.
Ta-da!
Hi everyone. Hi.
Come
Okay,
on,
so,
what do you want to
yeah,
say about it? We're animated about this.
Oh, I thought, I was going to be asked some questions or something like that.
No, you just
but-
said that you want to... Well, Lindsay might have questions for you, but you said you've got thoughts. What's your thoughts?
Well-
What's your immediate thoughts if we say to you, how do you feel about
we
what's
go.
happened with Trish
This is what I
since
want.
she's left the Big Brother? Okay, you want to interview.
The interview treatment.
Wait. First off,
Okay.
before Trish's tweets came out, how did you feel about Trish being evicted?
I was kind of like, I think more sad than anything. I wasn't particularly surprised because obviously we had a certain contingent of people that were hell-bent on her leaving the house. So
Facebook mums.
Yeah, boo.
Yeah, but would you say that you were invested in Trish and you potentially would like to have seen her win?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Of
Okay.
course I wanted Trish to win.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I thought that was a given, but yeah, I suppose no one really
And
knows.
then, so the day after all of this stuff came out, and what did you think?
Oh my god, first of all, I was just like, bloody hell, like, the Twitterati are quicker than any police force ever. Like, honestly, if you want something solved, just like, get Twitter involved and then like, lickety split. So, yeah, I was really disappointed because those tweets were disgusting. But yeah, obviously, like, you know, the Trish that wrote those tweets isn't the same Trish we saw in the house, and we just, after however many weeks we saw Trish doing her thing and, like, you know, saying
About
what she
4
says.
weeks.
And how long did I say?
No, I'm saying that you had about 4 weeks of Trish.
Yeah, it was pretty, like, consistent, you know, this is what I'm about, and it was...
Did we get 5? She went last Friday, didn't she? 5 weeks
That's
of Trish.
irrelevant.
Yeah. Weeks of Trish. Some number of weeks. Less than 6, more than 1. Yeah, so like we know what Trish is about. So obviously like the person we saw in the house isn't the same person that wrote those tweets.
Okay.
And, like, it's...
What about the tweets from 2023, April kind of time?
Okay, so like I know I'm gonna sound like a massive politician, but I didn't see those tweets. I don't know.
Okay, there's a couple.
Now he's on the
Don't know.
spot.
But
Yeah,
this is the thing,
I haven't seen
unfortunately,
this.
we don't have the actual receipts, but there's some stuff that was kind of anti-Semitic around that time.
Okay, yeah. So obviously like very unacceptable. And that is something she needs to like take accountability for, apologise for.
Have you seen
and...
her video with
She
the
has
Independent?
apologised.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna...
Were you satisfied with the response?
I mean, so in terms of like her anti-Semitic tweets, it's not my place to, you know, give Trish that forgiveness. It's the people who she offended. So whilst I can think like, yeah, okay, it's good that Trish apologised and I respect the apology and it really seems like it was genuine, it's not my place to forgive her, but I'm glad she did that and I think she did the right thing. And, you know, if I were personally offended by those tweets, I don't know how I'd feel.
No, but it doesn't have to be personal for it to tarnish your respect for someone.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
But were you personally offended by any of her tweets?
Well, no, because I don't...
There wasn't a lot of homophobia there, was there? But people are saying there was.
No, I think as well, a lot of people were sort of like being offended on behalf of other people.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's
like,
probably backed up some people's biases in a way. Like, oh, they were wanting to say that Trish was not genuine in the house, and then they gave the ammunition for them to say, well, this proves it.
Yeah, so I'll say 2 things about that. So the first one is like, there was some language that Trish used, and people that... I think a lot of people saw the tweets and saw certain words and went, oh my god, there's a bad word. This is terrible, this is offensive. So there was one where she asked a question about like...
An equivalent slur.
Yeah, an equivalent slur for the LGBT community.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people who aren't like black and aren't sort of given access and permission to use that word saw the word, and then the whole like racism alarm bell started tring-a-ling-a-linging. So then they were just like, this is bad. But really, I think it's good to like actually read the tweets and decide which ones are offensive or which ones just contain offensive words.
I believe that Trish feels that one was misconstrued.
Yeah, absolutely it was. But that's exactly what I'm talking about. So people got offended on behalf of other people, whereas actually like...
Ironic, isn't it?
Yeah,
As usual.
that's Trish's...
As
like,
usual.
Trish is allowed to use that word.
I wonder
and
if they
then...
were the same people who are critical of Trish for certain reasons. I just don't know why, but I don't like her.
Exactly. Yeah, God, Jesus.
Sorry, your next
Those
point.
people. I can't remember now.
What do you think?
Are you serious?
Yeah, no, I've genuinely forgotten.
He'll remember. What? But do you have any dubious tweets in your past, Dan?
Yeah, probably.
Have you-
Oh yeah, I remember my second point.
Yes,
Okay,
see, I knew you
so
would.
Stormzy tweeted a whole load of shit like many years ago, and fun fact, I went to the same school as Stormzy.
Name
And
All right, Tom Jones.
Harris Academy, South Norwood. So he. Yeah, so obviously he tweeted those because, you know, social conditioning, or is in a certain frame of mind, or, you know, teenage boys are taught to think a certain way or encouraged to think or whatever, socialized or whatever. So obviously when those old tweets came out, he was a different person. He immediately apologized and said, "Do you know what? That's not me now. Like, I'm sorry I said that." Which is exactly what Trish has done. And then even more closer to home, and in the interest of brevity, I'm gonna like not give examples, but on I'm a Celebrity, we've got Nella Rose. And I promise, like, if you get Googling, like, you'll find the shit that she... Yeah, she tweeted some awful shit, apologised, got her head down, got working, and now she's on I'm a Celebrity. So
they put her on?
Yeah,
precisely. They put Nigel Farage
but no one stopped to
on.
look into it because they don't know who she is on the advert. They've just seen Nigel Farage and go, oh!
They've probably got the same people checking those tweets as the Big Brother.
The thing is, though, like, I mean...
but people can...
Big Brother might not be as big a thing for some people, so...
Yeah.
The fact
needs to get with the programme.
But someone
could
like
be bigger?
Nella, yeah, but someone like Nella Rose, who's done all sorts of shit and now is on, mainstream, like ITV's biggest reality.
Oh,
how dare
product.
you? Get him off the podcast.
he's not wrong.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah, wrong audience.
Love Island exists, you know.
oh yeah, oh my god. Well, one of ITV's big reality shows.
They got them all.
Just the echelons of reality TV.
ITV sees it all.
What do you think of Trish's apology and her saying that she doesn't remember posting a lot of those tweets? To me, it felt like it was a bit of a cop-out to not say, like, well, I was in this frame of mind when I was posting those tweets, or I was doing it because of this. I feel like just going, oh, sorry, I don't remember. To me, that felt like not a good enough excuse. That's not the right word, but
yeah, I mean, I guess like I just sort of throw it back to both of you, in fact, and say like, can you remember the last 10 things you tweeted, or like something you tweeted 5 years ago?
No, but I know I've never ever tweeted anything racist or homophobic.
Yeah, sure, and that's good.
Yeah.
And I think as well, like it hasn't just been like 4 years since Trish tweeted something. Or like 5 years or whatever, the most recent... Oh no, actually stuff in April. Okay, before that.
Wait, the majority of negative stuff would have been 10 years ago.
Okay, so
there were a few questionable recent tweets in the last year.
So what I was going to say is it hasn't just been 10 years, it's been 10 years that's involved like a pandemic and a anti-racism movement, and I think that has...
A lot of people have learned, right?
Yeah, but I think that's caused... Well, no, I agree. It's not even a but I think that has meant people's sort of attitudes and opinions, and the amount that people has learnt has been different in the past 10 years than it would have been in any other 10-year period that didn't include like that summer.
Yeah.
So
it's good.
Oh, we're thick.
It's good. Yeah, it's true. Especially the past 5 years, I think things have changed a hell of a lot. A hell of a lot.
Yeah. So like, yeah, it's not the same sort of... It hasn't... That last 5 years hasn't had the same sort of value or, impact in terms of people's sort of knowledge and perspective and learning and...
Wait, you're saying it's accelerated or it's slowed?
It's accelerated.
Accelerated.
Yeah, obviously accelerated because, people have had to learn things.
But not everyone has learned.
No, and also,
as we've seen.
I'm
no,
saying...
I mean, look at the Facebook mums. They're dedicated to their ignorance.
And also, I'm saying, I've never tweeted anything racist or homophobic. If you listen back to all of our podcasts over the past 10 years, we probably said loads of dodgy things.
Cancel them!
No, not racist or homophobic, but we say lots of inappropriate jokes, things that could easily, pulled out of context, could get us cancelled.
Oh, yeah.
Every single episode.
Probably my Yinrun impression pulled out of context.
That's the
might
most
be.
recent one.
But I like Yinrun.
Did a Yinrun impression...
Oh no!
You know it. I did it around the house.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Yes.
Really? That one?
Oh no! Oh no!
I like Yinrun. It's
Oh
okay
my
to
God.
It's okay to impersonate Yinrun when I'd impersonate Jenkins.
So much Prosecco has been consumed this evening.
Really?
See, we're learning. We're learning.
Yeah, go rip the piss out of Jenkins. That's
Don't you even make me bring up
Jinkies.
your impressions. Dan's got a repertoire of characters that I'm not even going to touch it.
That's irrelevant to this podcast.
Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you. No further questions. I'll be in my trailer.
But it's a good point. We could mean something with love, and it could be misconstrued the wrong way.
Absolutely.
Really?
Oh fuck.
Which I think is not completely. Maybe like to a small extent, what people have done with Trish's tweets. But I will say, like,
But ours aren't hateful.
That's the difference. So
no, that's exactly.
But we were saying we checked our own tweets and we found a few questionable things that we've deleted. Have you thought to look back at your tweets?
Oh, absolutely not, because they don't have the kind of following you two have. But yeah, I mean,
God, Jesus,
It only takes one mad Johnny Depp fan to bring you down.
Absolutely true. Yeah, and boy oh boy, dangerous bunch of nut jobs. Jesus.
We're no Molly May. Come on.
Yeah. I was telling someone at work about that. They were just like, "Oh my god!" But I don't know. Maybe they just.
That was crazy. Crazy people.
Insane people. Like, honestly, get jobs, get hobbies. Get
Anyway, some people. How would you respond to this? We are going to wrap this bit up now, but some people said that by expressing an interest in having Trish come on the podcast, we were platforming a racist and we should be cancelled. How do you feel about that?
I think some people need to shut the hell up. Like, mind your business. The whole point of the podcast is you interview Big Brother people. Trish is a Big Brother person, so why would you not interview them? Like, what's the point in interviewing people that you've already made judgments about not?
I'm not sure if that's the whole point of the podcast, given the last person we interviewed was Tully off BBUK.
But we literally interviewed Cameron, who we disagreed with his views on a bunch of things, and then came to some general consensus.
Yeah, we're going to go for a drink with Cameron.
Isn't just to be like, Cameron. Oh, this is the person we like. Let's talk to them. Yeah. Like, you're asking them questions, so. Of course, you can platform anybody.
Yeah,
like, this
platform. It's such a strong word. Like,
it's not even that big a platform.
It's like a chat.
Oh my god!
Shit, get the fuck out of here! How fucking dare you?
First and last time.
No.
You've been cancelled. Off you go.
Everyone.
How dare you? He just ran off cackling.
Absolutely. Dropped a hand grenade and ran away.
He made some good points, though.
Yeah, he did. We'll never have him back on this show again.
God, he's a loose cannon, isn't he?
Well, aren't we all? Really?
See? You're cancelled.
Am I, though? He wants to cancel me for that. I think it's affectionate.
I think it's sweet. Yeah, but you do. But other people might be like, no, you're taking a piss.
No one's said anything if they do.
You never know, do you?
You never do know.
I didn't even know you were doing a Yinrun impression until you told me last week.
Honestly.
I just thought you were saying really in a funny voice. Oh, no. Right, should we carry on?
Yeah.
I thought Dan had some good points, though.
He did. I don't think I got a logical conclusion out of him, but whatever.
Oh, he tried his best.
Anyway.
Oh, God, I'm running out.
Moving on.
I'm running out of voice
We've got a whole
already.
week to talk about. Where did we start?
We've just done about 3 hours on Trish. So.
Sunday after Trish's eviction. Is that where we are? Yinrun carries 2 people's dreams now, she said. That
didn't work out for her either, did it? Oh, shit.
Trish was shown to be saying to Henry, tonight we can celebrate. If I say we can celebrate because I deserve that shit. Last week I didn't get to take my moment. It's a shame they didn't come, Trish.
Well.
She did get a moment on the runway though. Down and dirty and shake
that
her ass.
That was good, I like that.
That was the iconic exit that I was looking for.
Olivia said the Welsh got Trish out.
Ooh, they're thick.
Oh, they're racist.
Oh, they're thick. Jordan, sorry, I don't know if my notes are sparse here. What were you going to say?
Oh, fuck, no.
Luke, I thought you said.
No, you know what I was saying.
Go on. What did you want to say?
I've lost it now.
Really?
Yinrun said, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be myself, feel comfortable, and know myself better.
There you go.
Hold on, I haven't even finished. Trish's door was open to me since day one.
Yes.
I'm proud of her, and I want to make her proud of me.
Oh, that's so cute.
Sweet, isn't it?
And I think, if anything, that proves that Trish has changed and learned, because there were a lot of offensive tweets about people who look like Yinrun.
Yeah. It's not great.
Don't you think? We've seen I think the growth had already happened, but we've seen it demonstrated that she's changed.
Yeah. People can... Newsflash, people can change. But there's people in my life I'll never forgive for certain things. And that's people's prerogative if they don't want to forgive someone, I suppose.
That's your prerogative. Do you like Jordan and Henry going around doing a little obituary at people's beds when people get evicted?
Oh, yeah,
I
they
do.
put a little teddy in Trish's bed or something.
Jordan said, not you being evicted. And Henry was laughing along. Oh, not you being evicted, Trish.
This was the start of Jordan and Henry's new rekindled romance.
Oh, was it? Their second wind.
Yeah.
Henry said, if only you'd stopped moving mad.
I didn't know about the moving mad.
And then, they put the bear in the bed, like, oh, it's like she's never gone. And then Jordan was like, right, moving on.
Then we had Jordan saying, "Can I tell you a secret?" to Henry, and then kissing him in the dark.
Not before his first hot tub, but yeah, was that in the bed?
Yeah.
Most of the housemates are asleep, and Jordan and Henry are holding hands and kissing.
I want to point out that Jordan always instigates the kissing with Henry. Henry never instigates it.
This is why I had a bit of a problem with it, because I felt like Jordan was trying to keep Henry at an arm's length, trying to say it's platonic, whilst instigating everything.
Yeah, Henry would never dare to, I think, kiss Jordan in case Jordan was like, oh, no.
I think that Jordan might have seen things differently had he been privy to the diary room, what Henry had said. Do you not?
Yeah, I do.
Because Henry was never really able to express it to Jordan.
No. Jordan went, oh, I kissed a Tory.
Wasn't Jenkin calling him out as well in the middle of the bedroom at night? He was like, I saw them kissing.
Oh, yeah, Jenkins saw and heard. Don't you think it's weird the way they hold hands across the bed and kiss across the bed?
Get
Just
in a
into
bed
together and have a little cuddle.
I mean, that single beds are very small, but there's a spare double bed at the top of the bedroom.
That's good to get in the single bed and have a cuddle. You're forced together even closer.
Oh, it's so small.
I've done it, but me and Jack had to sleep in a single bed at my friend Adam's house, and Jack fell out the bed.
You see?
Yet more evidence, and bruised his knee really badly in the middle of the night. Oh no, Jack! Why is Jack always falling over? You fell over.
Do you notice anything odd about the way Jenkin was sleeping?
No.
He had his glasses on.
Oh God, no.
Why would you sleep in your glasses?
He's a strange guy.
Always thick. It was the next day, and we've seen this plenty of times, haven't we? Big Brother had a party overnight, and the housemates had to clean it up. I'm sure we saw this in like Big Brother 8. We've seen it in Big Brother Australia.
Yeah, I've seen it.
One of the oldest ones in the book, isn't it?
The ball pit was fun though, wasn't it?
The balls, they'd filled that mezzanine with balls,
cool.
hadn't they?
I like that. That looked fun going down there, didn't it?
Also, they installed that chute in the garden just to get rid of everything, all the shit that was in the house.
We've been in a ball pit before, haven't we?
Oh.
We had fun.
We started the COVID pandemic in a ball pit.
We did, actually.
It wasn't us, it was that sweaty man under the balls.
I felt like I was drowning in that ball pit.
That was a time when we met Rowan, our friend and listener.
_loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From America.
Oh, I miss Rowan.
Yeah.
Come over here.
I miss her, but don't ever go to karaoke with
Oh,
that girl.
God, no.
Fuck me.
Jesus.
You'll never hear the same
She'll
again.
break glass. If you're wearing glasses, they'll be broken. But Rowan, I thought you were coming over for bloody BBUK, and that's over. So,
Oh, well, CBB's coming.
Come on. Girl's coming.
Henry in the diary room said, I'm not complaining about the kiss. Mm-hmm. Jordan said, I've touched enough of Henry's meat.
Oh,
He does play into it.
yeah, just a bit.
Jenkins said, there's no harm in finding love in the BB house. And Jordan said, well, I'm yet to find it.
And then Jordan went off and ate a sausage by the side.
That's the meat he was talking about, the meat in question. Yinrun was in the storeroom breaking the shelf. Jordan and Henry were blaming Trish for their kiss. He said, if you hadn't been so divisive and had stayed, this wouldn't have happened.
Henry's worried about his grandparents watching.
You would be, wouldn't you?
Jordan said, a can of fucking lager, and that's you.
He was having a bubble bath.
Henry was saying about seeing sloths in Costa Rica just before that. Oh, this was the bubbles all in the bathroom. Bubbles everywhere in the bathroom.
I put bubble bath. Jordan said, how is this fucking normal?
It
Yeah, it was.
It was like the whole bathroom was filled with bubbles. I like that.
It reminded me of Jedward.
Oh, yeah, when they were sliding on the floor. I like that.
That's not my foot. Remember that? Jedward in the bath.
Oh, God. Jesus. Yeah, something's off there. Yeah, said that Jordan said this ain't normal because I had to put the bubbles in the hatch.
Yeah,
in the
it wasn't
garden.
normal.
A
Yeah,
bit
putting them in the
strange,
chute
isn't
in the garden.
Just leave them and they'll just evaporate. You don't need to do that in a bucket.
Will Olivia start dating out of the house? No. She said people's first impression of me is I'm a bitch.
And everyone was like, yeah. Agreed.
Next they had the llamas.
Oh, what do you think of this? Animal cruelty.
Well,
Don't have the llamas in the garden.
did you think it was bad to have them in?
Well, llamas I do think are quite tame. They are like...
They can spit though, can't they?
Yeah, but you see them like in like the petting zoo. They're not like wild, are they?
No.
But I still don't think you should have them in the garden.
I don't think you should have them in the garden because
Just
they
don't
shit
have the animals
on
in
the
house.
astroturf, and how is that going to be hygienic?
Just don't have animals in the house apart from Henry's dog. That's it. Yeah.
Why were the llamas getting the horror music as if they were like possessed llamas?
Don't know.
Henry said about the shit, why does it look like black truffle? I'd grate that on my pasta, but it's shit.
Ew, I didn't write that.
The llamas were eating the plants. I was concerned because a lot of the plants are plastic.
Oh, God. Well, surely they weren't eating the plastic ones.
I hope not. But how does the llama know any different? I don't
Well,
think they
it
know.
probably tastes horrible.
Henry wants to swap the 1K for the little llama. He could have it in his flat. Would that go down well in a Kensington flat, do you think?
Depends how big his flat is, I suppose.
So they got a spa reward for cleaning up the house.
I thought this was a very light-hearted episode after Chanel and Trish had gone. I thought they were...
Big Brother Light.
Yeah, it was
you
like
think
love, peace and harmony. They're
they've
trying to
just-
like, there's been a big divide and then they're trying to like...
Bring the house back
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
Don't you think they've just put too many tasks into this whole series?
Just a bit, yeah.
It's like task after task
yeah,
after task.
Taskmageddon, isn't it?
The thing is, it's better to watch them just have nothing to do and
yeah,
try and
argue.
get along.
Yeah.
Argue.
Argue, as opposed to try and get along, yeah.
Jenkins said that spa reward was his idea of hell. I thought doing star jumps was his idea of hell.
Jenkins said the only spa I go to is to get my sandwich on my lunch break, which I quite like.
Meal deal.
I've not seen a
goes to the
spa in
spa.
ages. I haven't seen a spa in about 15 years.
Oh, do you know Jenkins is from the sticks?
Yeah.
The spa is in the sticks. Like my local village had the spa.
For our American listeners, spa is like a cheap
Convenience
sort of
store.
supermarket, like
No, it's not a supermarket. It's a convenience store.
a grocery store, like the Co-op. Although that's probably not helpful.
No, because the grocery store's like a supermarket.
Oh.
Convenience store's like 7-Eleven. It's like
Oh.
the...
I'd say spa is like a cross
No.
between a corner shop and a supermarket.
They call it the bodega in America.
Do they?
Yeah.
Wow, we should start calling
Yeah,
it
they
that.
do.
That sounds good.
It's like the offie.
Really, the bodega.
Really?
Wow. Oh fuck!
Oh no. I'm worried about my Yinrun. love.
Dan didn't seem very impressed.
No, he
with
didn't.
it at all.
Yinrun is... Speaking of Yinrun, she's massaging Matty. What do you think about that?
Oh yeah, she was pulling his legs up and doing all sorts.
It was
to him.
more kind of... what's it called? Not massage. Something else. Not acupuncture. The other one.
Physiotherapy.
Oh,
No.
kind of. Bored.
Oh. Matty said he's happy to be out of the love triangle. In the hot tub, Jordan.
Love triangle.
I did say that very. I
Love.
go more. The more I drink,
Northampton.
the more I drink, the more northern I go. Even you're from virtually the same area as me, but you don't sound like that. Say,
No, I don't.
Say love.
Love.
Say month.
Month.
See, you don't say it like
No,
me.
because I speak proper.
But you're only half an hour away from me, so I don't
Yeah, I
see
know,
how.
but that half an hour can make a big
You
difference.
can just look at AJ. Swear. Half an hour up that way, and I'll be talking like that.
Nah, that's further than that.
Is it not Birmingham?
Burnley or
Oh,
Blackburn or
okay.
something. I don't
Oh,
fucking
fair enough.
know.
I'm alright then.
Hi, love. Olivia's talking about Scottish language next. Scunnard. Do you know about the word scunnard?
No, tell me.
What does it mean, scunnard?
I don't know.
I can't remember. I didn't write down the definition.
Okay, that's good. Thanks for educating us.
Anyway, we've all learnt something today.
Jordan said to Henry, "Do you think it's bad that I kissed you?" He said, "You have a very nice manner." And Henry said, "As do you sometimes." Jordan said, "You make me feel very comfortable, but it's platonic."
Is this when they were in the hot tub?
Yeah.
They had a kiss just
Yeah.
before that, didn't they? Just
You
like
didn't
you said,
kiss me.
Jordan really went in for that, and I thought my feeling about this was
And then going, "It's platonic."
Jordan stepping it up on the path to the final, didn't
Oh,
you?
do you think?
Because I just thought
Well,
the
it
way he
worked.
went in for it slowly, it was a very sort of movie scene kind of kiss. People don't
cinematic.
kiss like that in real life, do they?
Well,
It was
you never know.
cinematic.
Everyone's saying everything's cinematic these days, aren't they?
Jordan said it would be their last kiss, he said. Mm-hmm. He said he doesn't want to get tied into anything.
Mm-hmm.
Henry said it's not legally binding.
No, that's true.
So is Henry on board?
I feel like they reframed the relationship. Before it was like, ooh,
they?
is something going on? And then it was sort of reframed as, okay, we're kissing, we're having fun, but like feelings aren't really involved. So I felt like they sort of reframed it. And
So you think Henry levelled with it and found a happy place?
I think so. I think they managed to reframe it a bit. Once Matty
Right.
was out of the picture, I felt like it was... But I still feel Henry is more invested than Jordan. But I still do
Yeah.
think Jordan is more interested in Henry than he lets on.
Well,
Especially
time will
when
tell.
they were in the secret room and Jordan was watching Henry on the screen. He's like smirking, like,
Oh.
and wearing the necklace. Come on. That's a step.
That was
different,
cute.
Isn't it? Yeah. That hideous necklace.
The girls, the gays, and Tom. Is that how it goes?
Yeah, but now it's the girls, the gays, no Tom.
In the hot tub, Olivia is screaming and running out of the hot tub. Why? Henry and Jordan kissing again.
Oh, yeah, they were kissing.
Jordan in the diary said, I didn't want to lead him down the garden path by kissing him again.
It's just a bit of fun.
Henry and I have an understanding that if we do kiss a bit, it's not a declaration of love. Jenkin and Tom are bitching about Yinrun being treated like a child. And this is before the secret room, though.
Yeah.
Tom said he shouldn't slow it down when he talks to her. How do you feel about this? Tom was saying you shouldn't make allowances for Yinrun when you talk to her. Isn't that completely unacceptable given that Yinrun's not a native speaker?
Yeah, I think, but was his point that everyone's treating her like a child, or did he actually say you shouldn't slow it down when you talk to her? Oh, yeah, that's not okay. Yeah. And when we were watching the live feed before we did the podcast,
The old live feed. From
yeah,
this
the
time
old
last
live
week.
feed. Jenkin was going, Yinrun wants to be in the final. Jordan wants to be in the final. Blah 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 wants to be in the final.
As if it's some
Yeah,
massive crime to want to be in the final.
Yeah, bitch, don't you want to be in the final? Okay, well, good. You're not going to be. It's just like, what the fuck are you on about? Tom and Jenkin come out this week looking so bad.
Yeah.
They looked...
Tom knew it as well.
Tom, in particular, looked terrible, but Jenkin didn't help himself at all. Where are you going?
Oh, my knees hurt.
It's like you're doing yoga there. It's like you're Matty doing...
Reflexology, that's what I was looking for. That's what the massage was like.
Oh, interpretive dance. Tom said, I think Yinrun is winning, and Jenkin said, she's treated like a 4-year-old.
My last thing is that Olivia came into the bedroom and
Oh, yeah.
saw
Jordan and
Jenry
him.
kissing again.
Yeah.
And how long were you standing there? The whole time.
And Yinrun was on the other side of the room as well.
Henry said it was fake news.
Olivia told Jenkin and Matty, and then Olivia and Yinrun recreated it. Nice to see the groups mixing. Olivia is traumatised, and she said, we are scunnered. And then we heard...
There you go, scunnered.
And then we heard the final reckoning was happening next episode.
What do you think about the final reckoning?
I
I thought Big Brother was doing too much. Did you think that we
Big
needed a
Brother's always
secret
doing
room
too much.
twist in this whole series?
Yeah, but earlier. It's a bit late by this point.
I just think, yeah, it was too late.
I
and
do
the
like a
series
secret room.
wasn't long enough. I think, like, everything that we were saying at the start of the series, or ITV was saying, or the public were wanting, was that, like, simple, go back to basics series.
Yeah.
Have we got that?
No.
No.
Well, no, but...
Ish. Ish. I just thought, like, you could keep the secret room on ice for another series and be perfectly fine with it.
Yeah, you can, but you could also open it and put some people in it.
Oh, well, they did. Open it, they did.
Ooh, open it.
Right, this next episode for me, go on.
Hold on. The Late and Live that night, our friend Lorcan Murphy was on Late and Live.
Did you watch the whole
Yeah,
thing?
did you see him ask a question?
No, but I saw you post the reaction at the end.
Yeah, he looked very determined to ask a question.
Is it any good?
I can't remember. He said something about Henry. He said he liked Henry, I think. Yeah, I don't think he even asked a question. I think he just said he liked Henry. It was fun seeing one there, though. Good for you, Lorcan. Gaz is now opening the window.
It's getting a bit warm in here. Right, on Monday, Big Brother put the school task into the house, and I felt like it really ruined...
Getting a bit warm.
I thought the school task really ruined
What's
the
your
momentum.
issue with the school task? I don't really have a problem with it.
Well, they all just went hyper-characterised.
Oh.
These, like, teachers and student roles. No one was being themselves, and I just felt like it didn't do anything to, like, advance the relationships. It just made everything stand still for a minute, and it was all fake.
I thought some of it was quite funny. Like, Jordan as a teacher was funny. Mm.
It was Big Brother's Academy. Jordan was teaching law. Jenkin was talking about people playing games. Anything about that? He was insinuating that Jordan and Henry are playing a game, I think.
Playing a game right now.
Playing it real good.
Jordan said to Henry, no more whatever, because it's inappropriate, it's smutty, and it won't be happening again. I saw a poster that could be your tattoo of the week here.
Oh, yeah, in the staff room.
Yeah, mistakes are proof that you're trying. That'd be a good tattoo, I think.
I'll get that on the back of my car.
All the kids were being naughty, and I think Yinrun didn't really like it. She didn't understand that British
Children can
kids
be naughty.
Yeah, British kids are assholes. Jenkins said it's the experience of a lifetime being in here, yet looked miserable as sin. Jordan said she lacks the iron fist. I think this might have been about Yinrun, and he called the others impertinent little sods. Jenkins said Jordan is doing stuff for the cameras. And Jordan said, well, who wouldn't want 100k? I mean...
Quite.
Yeah.
Even Henry wants 100k. This is what I was going to say. You were saying earlier Henry doesn't need the money.
Yeah.
But 100k isn't a small deal to anyone, is it?
But is Jordan actually rich or not?
I don't
Why does he
think
need
so.
100k to pay his council tax?
No, Jordan's, if we believe what we're told, Jordan's learnt an accent from Downton Abbey, and I think he doesn't come from money. I think he's like a council estate kid, but I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
His mum, I was quite shocked.
His
by
mum
her. His mum
looks
looked
younger
like,
than us.
She did. Yeah, his mum probably is younger than me. How old is Jordan?
25.
Oh, and she can't be younger than me unless she's.
Could she be? No.
Well, she could. Yeah, actually. Yeah, she didn't look posh. She looked good, but she didn't look posh.
She looked like she spent a bit of money on surgery.
Yeah, she did. Perhaps Jordan can buy some more.
I would like to talk to Jordan.
Yeah,
I want to
I'd
get
love
under the skin of Jordan because I feel like we haven't really learned the real Jordan.
I don't think we'll get under the skin of him though. I think we'll struggle.
We've got under the skin of Cameron.
Maybe we could talk to Henry.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah, Henry would tell us about Jordan. I will approach Henry's sister
I'll talk
now.
to anyone. We will platform any cunt. We'll platform.
All right, I've got Dylan on the line.
Oh no!
How do you feel about that?
No, I talked to Dylan for 10 minutes. There'd be nothing more to say after that. I talked to Paul for 10 minutes. Chanel, she can't actually start talking, so can't talk to her. But yeah,
Can't start talking.
she can't.
Oh, she's thick.
Oh. What's this? Henry had a wine tasting. Oh yeah, he was
Did you
teaching.
spit or swallow?
Hold on, why is he teaching kids at school about wine tasting? That ain't
Oh,
right.
it's a different multiverse. I don't know.
I do like to spit, but now and again I'll swallow. Depends what angle I'm at.
Are you talking about wine tasting or?
If it's wine, I just swallow all the time.
So I once, right? When I was a student, that's the story.
Oh no! Here
It's
we
story
go.
time.
Listeners.
I got a job in a village pub on the outskirts of Leeds, and it was a new opening. It had been refurbished and acquired by a new company.
I didn't know you lived in Leeds.
I went to uni in Leeds.
Oh, did you?
Yes. And they were training all of the staff, so we had this day where we were doing wine tasting to get to know all of the wines. And honestly, I should have spat, but I didn't. I swallowed too much because, of course.
I went to a gin tasting that ended like this too.
What, were you working in a pub?
No, but I drank too much gin.
Yeah, and I was working a shift on the bar that evening as well, and I decided, because I wasn't going to waste the wine, I was going to drink the wine. I was absolutely pissed out of my head trying to work that shift, and I was like the person in charge that night. It was a good night. So always spit is the moral of that story.
Oh my god, what happened?
Well, there was someone above me, but yeah.
Excuse me. Someone said you should pair a red wine with McDonald's.
I'm not sure about that. I don't think you can pair wine with McDonald's, can you?
I mean, you could.
Evidence by the fact McDonald's doesn't do wine.
Imagine if it did. Tom said he's not a wine fan. I think he said it tastes like
McWine. McRed. I'll have a McRed and a McWhite.
Tom said wine tastes like urine, I think. It's just a bit harsh.
I mean, I've had a few wines that taste like piss in my
your
time.
asti that you bought a couple of weeks ago. That was pretty bad.
Very syrupy.
Now, they had a school disco, and here's a controversial matter. They played
What?
a song called the Cha-Cha Slide, which I've never heard before, and apparently that's...
Oh, come off it.
I swear on my life!
Take it back now, y'all.
I've never heard that song.
What's wrong with you?
Was
You
just
live
like,
under a rock.
Jack was just like, what are you actually talking about? And then I tweeted it, and people were just like, what? I'd never heard that before in my life. Where was I?
Well...
What do you mean?
Maybe you weren't conscious, I don't know.
Probably not, no. How dare you? Anyway, I'd never heard of that song. School disco looked pretty shit. Thoughts?
God, I'm completely lost here.
Face-to-face noms we're coming up to.
Jenkins said... Sorry, I'm behind. Jordan is taking Henry for a ride. He thinks Jordan is playing the biggest game, and I've written, I think I agree. 6.29k school disco. What does that mean? What's the 6.29k?
6.29k, I don't know.
Cha-cha slide. I got a feeling.
Oh, I like that song. I got a feeling.
Is that what they did in the disco?
That
Yinrun.
tonight's gonna be...
What does reckling mean?
Reckoning?
Reckoning, it was.
Oh, the
She didn't
final
know.
reckoning.
What does reckling mean? Face-to-face noms. Oh, they had to do face-to-face noms.
3 people will face eviction. This was when Jordan, Jenkin and Tom got evicted.
Oh, the
on
fake
spot.
eviction. So Henry nominated Jenkin. He puts a negative spell over the house. And Noki. Henry nominated Noki.
For her
Maybe
PR'd version
we're
of
getting
herself.
a PR'd version. That's what Matty referenced in his interview. Jenkin nominated Jordan. We never see eye to eye and we rub each other up the wrong way.
Oh, Taylor.
Henry sorry, sometimes I don't get the full Henry.
Oh, shut up.
Jordan nominated Jenkin. He's not my cup of tea. You think I'm a game player, so I guess this is my version of playing the game and nominating you. I like that. And
Olivia, I think she'll kill me.
She's hard to talk to. He's not sure if they can build rapport, especially not after this. It's like a knife. Okay. Matty nominated Jenkin for his moods, and Olivia, which he said was regrettable because they're just forming a friendship, but she's too loud and gobby. Noki nominated Henry. His PR ways came back.
Oh.
She came back with it. She hit him back with it. Have been a barrier to getting to know each other.
Oh.
And Tom for his frostiness from his loyalty to Paul.
Oh, God.
And Olivia nominated Matty, 4 weeks behind in terms of friendships, and she wouldn't miss him.
We nominated each other, right?
No. Absolutely scunnered. Jordan, because they haven't connected. Is that just a bit of a cop-out, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then Tom nominated Noki for the pool situation. Is that the whole... Oh, you wrote down...
The girlfriend.
Chanel's...
Yeah.
No, Olivia's name.
Yeah.
And then Jordan doesn't know if he wants to know him for his personality or for strategy. What personality is Tom talking about? Yinrun nominated Jenkin. He's opened up more, but they started too late. And Tom, your jokes make me feel awkward.
What do you mean by that? But what do you mean by that? Come into the diary room and let me dissect what you mean by that.
Come into the diary room?
It means, in the task, they took her into the diary room and Tom quizzed her about it. Like, she means you do fart jokes and she doesn't like it. That's what she means by it. Twat.
Jenkin got 4 nominations. Jordan got 3. Henry, Noki, Olivia and Tom got 2.
Don't you think most people nominated each other? Like, most of the nominations were mutual.
I could tell you if I could catch up with these notes, but I'm too drunk.
Well, don't worry about that. Let's keep moving on. Like the littlest hobo.
So anyway, that meant there was a tie. So we needed 3 people to be nominated.
Oh, shit.
And now... Matty and Yinrun
have to decide.
Why Matty and Yinrun?
Because they had the least votes.
Is that why?
Yeah, you get punished from having the least votes as having to decide. That was a bit cruel, wasn't it?
They had to decide because basically they'd concluded that they both nominated Tom and Olivia. They were going to decide between one of them.
Yeah. Why did they not just do rock, paper, scissors? For once, rock, paper, scissors...
Just do it!
Why? Why wasn't it invoked in this occasion?
You've got to invoke the power of production. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like instead, like they were trying to kind of guilt trip each other almost.
I vote to evict.
Yinrun said she likes Olivia and doesn't want to nominate her. Matty said he hangs out with Tom, but the crux of it was Tom makes Yinrun feel uncomfortable, so he had to go.
Yeah,
with the jokes.
Matty also said, "I guess I can work something with Olivia, and I don't feel uncomfortable around her." So
Matty and Olivia are sort of love-hate relationship, really, aren't they?
It's a bit, isn't it?
They love dancing around together.
Tom said, "Just say my name, it's fine."
Oh, this was the start of Tom's real decline in...
It wasn't fine, was it?
No, he was blotchy as hell.
Yeah, he does go blotchy, doesn't
God, it wasn't a good look for him, bless him.
He started to immediately fully blame Yinrun, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Just say my name. You put me up. Don't stand there in my face and cry about it. I don't know why she's fucking crying. I'm sorry, I have no empathy right now. I'm not going to console her if she cries in my face about it.
God, well done. You really got more quote than I did on that bit. Jenkin, Jordan and Tom, stand up.
Oh.
You have been evicted.
Oh, that was good. I like that. I didn't know that was coming. Did you?
That's the benefit of probably not watching live feed or looking at tweets or whatever. I knew.
Did you know?
But Dan jumped off the sofa.
Because if they actually did evict 3 people like that, you could evict the favourite to win like that. Yeah. That's why it could never be true.
Also, they went to the diary room. Wouldn't you think immediately it's not real?
Sus, yeah. Like, don't you think they could never actually do eviction like that? It wouldn't be fair. Like, imagine if Yinrun was one chosen. Oh no, hold on. Yinrun wasn't the favourite to win. Never mind.
She felt like she was.
Yeah, we felt like she was. I just feel like you could never do an eviction like... Actually,
I mean,
it's not true.
There's no reason that they couldn't.
Housemates have evicted someone before, haven't they?
I think so.
Vanessa was one of them.
BB6. Wow.
Yeah.
First ever face-to-face nominations.
They
you're right.
evicted her, and we had no say in it, although I was right on board.
Are you sure that we didn't vote to nominate and they had to choose who went?
I'm not 100% sure.
I think it could have been that.
No, I don't think it was, though. I could be wrong, but I don't think it was.
I can't remember. But
no one can remember
there's no reason that Big Brother can't do that. It's
change the
twisted, but they
rules.
could.
Get the rule book out.
It's just the same as going to the room and that Jason, whatever, evicting Letitia.
Yeah, that wasn't fair.
But I think
because
that
she was
that's-
like favourite at that point, wasn't she?
I'd like to think the fuckery has stepped back.
a notch. Yeah. Matty's reaction was good. Apparently, Matty really came into his own in this final week. Even you got to admit it. What do you mean?
I mean, it was obvious he was going to go first, right?
Yeah, but just his reactions to things were funny.
Maybe, I
And
don't know.
him
Let's see as we go.
dancing in that room as well was funny.
Oh, God, I didn't like
Oh,
that.
shut up. You're wrong. You're such a hater. So they went in the diary room and Big Brother said, you have not been evicted.
No
And
one seemed very
they
happy
were all
about
like,
it.
oh, fuck. I
Yeah.
was ready to go home. I was
Yeah.
just like, oh, fuck you guys. So they went into the secret room.
The spare room.
Oh, the spare room.
What
Jordan
do you
was
think
like,
about the spare room?
ha, 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 we're
Minimum
still here.
effort, wasn't it?
Yeah,
from Big
reminded me
Brother's
of
part?
BB Australia side room. It's just like, yeah, sort of like boiler room looking with a few chairs and
It kind of had a similar vibe to the furniture in the house, didn't it? But it wasn't
Yeah.
like they didn't go all out and do like bed sit vibes.
no. So this was when it started. All the three in the spare room basically
God,
watching the house.
it got
and
really
just
sour, didn't it?
Bitching. It was bad, wasn't it?
Tom said to Jordan, if anything, I was going to choose Yinrun.
Mm.
Jordan said, you should have. She got you. Tom thinks that Yinrun isn't sorry. She's fucking buzzing, mate. Yinrun said, I think because of me, there was more burden on Matty. Oh, yeah, she was worried about the decision and putting too much on Matty, wasn't she?
Tom said Yinrun pretends she's more naive than she is. Jordan was just going along with all this. By
You
the
know
way.
who was the first person to say that to Tom?
Who?
Chanel, I think.
Oh.
I think Chanel said about this Yinrun, is
really?
acting naive. Yeah, this was it. He said, she's not as naive as she makes out. She moved to a new country by herself. She's got a boyfriend here, etc. That
got a boyfriend.
all came from
Right.
either Jenkin or Chanel. I'm not sure.
Okay,
I think Chanel.
I'm sure. Then we saw Olivia saying about Jenkin, about him being upset having to wear
this didn't
some
go
of the
down well.
outfits. She said, I'm a size 6, so I don't have to worry about that. But
Did
Jenkin,
she?
that's what she said.
Did she say that?
Yeah. But Jenkin was like upset that he was upset that he couldn't fit into some of the costumes. Now, what's your thoughts on this?
Well, my thoughts are Big Brother takes you measurements, so they're supposed to provide you costumes that fit. Because I myself have written down measurements for every part of my body during the Big Brother application
Every part.
process. Yeah.
Our viewers, stroke listeners, want to hear those
So-
measurements, I'm sure.
Either Jenkins mismeasured or
Yeah.
changed size since he's been in the house, because they're supposed to make things to fit you.
Okay, but aside from that, do you think Olivia was actually being malicious with this comment?
No,
I thought she was being sympathetic.
she was.
Like, I don't have to worry about it because I'm a skinny bitch, basically. But he's...
Oh, she spends £500 a month on the gym. As we've learned.
Isn't she a professional dancer?
I think so.
So, yeah, she doesn't have to worry. But I felt like she was sympathising with Jenkin about his size.
I sympathise. Yeah, no, I think she was. He didn't take it well. He thought it was more like towards body shaming, didn't he?
No.
Which I don't think was the case.
I don't think
What
it
about when
was.
Chanel says, "Oh, what would you say if people called you a fat fuck?"
Yeah, that wasn't
Didn't
good,
mind
was
then,
it?
did he?
No.
Alfie raised that point.
Yeah,
it's not
that
an
was a
original
good-
thought.
That was a good point. There's no original thoughts, don't worry.
Jenkin thinks Olivia doesn't have his back. Tom is pissed off that everyone isn't crying over him.
We've gone and they don't give a fuck.
And then in the house, the girls, the gays, no Tom.
Oh, yeah.
It really rubbed it in for him, didn't it?
And this is when Matty was picking his toes in the bath. That was not good.
Didn't notice that, but
Oh
you
my
are
God.
sensitive to a toe.
It was disgusting. Tom said, fucking dickheads.
Apparently Yinrun addressed her breakfast. This is a tweet that is capped from Super TV. I think this might be on the live feed, I'm not sure. She was talking about her breakfast in bed from the first day.
Oh, yeah.
Big Brother forced her to stay in bed and wait for Jenkin to make the breakfast in bed, and he just left her there waiting and never made her the breakfast.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
We never
now,
saw
vaguely.
that.
No.
This is the kind of thing they should be showing us on Late and Live at the end of the show. All those house guests running around like idiots.
What else is happening?
I don't know, I'm done with that
Oh my
episode.
God,
Are you not?
I've got so many more nights to go.
I'll keep going.
Do we need a break or?
Do you want a break?
Drink?
We're on some mixers now if you want another drink.
What do you think?
I think finish this episode because
Okay, I finished that episode.
Oh, me too. Okay, let's have I thought you said you got loads more.
Oh, no, I've got loads more just for the rest of the podcast.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, we're done with that episode. All right, let's have a break if you want.
Okay, let's have a little break.
Okay.
Be right
Be
back.
right back with a nice mixed drink.
Oof.
Welcome back. Right.
We've got a drink. We've got Cointreau and rose lemonade.
It's somewhat unfortunate we've got a drink because I'm quite far gone already, and I'd like to have my final thoughts on the whole series later, but we'll see how we are when we
You'll
get
still
there.
have them. It's just whether they'll be coherent or not.
Anyway, even Jordan finds it gross that Henry is sniffing his pillow, and I thought that's a bit strange to him to react like that.
He's just showing off, isn't he, in front of the straights?
Do you know what? I did feel like he was doing that a little bit.
He was.
And almost like letting himself go. Like,
Yeah.
Just saying whatever to.
He was.
Even slagging off Yinrun a little bit.
He was, 100%.
Oh, I just didn't see it. He said when he went back into Yinrun. I was thinking, hang on a minute.
Oh, Yinrun, they were saying this, that, and the other about you. It's like, it was a bit off, wasn't it?
Big Brother, gone.
Jordan picked up the headphones to watch, and he said, "Oh, it's my favourite show."
Mine too.
Did you notice they were cutting the feed even in the spare room? They were cutting the feed.
What do you mean?
Like they weren't watching the feed all the time. It would come on and be switched off again. That's what I mean.
Right. I thought you were saying like they cut away to the stock footage
Oh no.
and the bird song. I wonder if they would bother with them.
They did, I think. They were just showing them choice.
I wonder if they've got bird song in the spare room.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they were just switching it off, I think.
So Big Brother asked the housemates to pack the evicted housemates' cases. Tom said, "I don't want Yinrun touching my stuff." Isn't that disgusting?
He really started to hate
Bitter,
Yinrun,
yeah.
didn't he? Really, really, really hated her. Really. Jordan was talking about... Oh, and Tom also said Yinrun has no examples of these jokes that I've made that have made her comfortable. No examples whatsoever.
Come off it, as if she's going to remember.
Jordan... yeah, just like someone else. Jordan was saying his tales of being a lawyer, but he had to go in and testify against poor people, and he didn't really like it. He was on the side of the man, and it didn't sit right with him.
Oh.
Yeah.
I remember that, yes. But what about Henry packing his necklace as a... I've just realised that memento is spelled me-mento, not momento.
Oh, yeah. Like the film with Guy Pearce that we were talking about recently. When you discovered Margot Robbie was in Neighbours.
Completely don't know what you're talking about the film.
Alfie was talking to us about
Margot Robbie and Neighbours, I do remember.
Oh, yeah.
Memento, I don't remember.
You know Guy Pearce in Neighbours, Mike.
No, I don't know.
Scott and Charlene.
No.
You don't know Scott and Charlene? Jason Donovan and Kylie Minogue?
Oh, I know Jason Donovan. Yeah.
Never mind. Moving on. So, Jordan said, "I don't want to be serious. People think I'm serious as it is with this face." And they said, "Are you going to date Henry in the outside world?" He didn't say no, I noticed. And he said he loves hugging him. Oh, yeah, and then he created the Henry Shrine with the necklace, a picture, and something else.
Tom said, "He gave you the necklace." And Jordan said, "Well, he knows he's seeing me anyway." Kind of just brushed it off. Oh, yeah, Jordan said that when he's working his lawyer job, he likes to try to make judges laugh. And sometimes he succeeds. He said, "I wanted celebrity in that environment." That was quite interesting. It's all very serious, and Jordan doesn't want to be serious.
He's obviously got a bit of a show-off tendency, doesn't he?
He must do if he wanted celebrity in the lawyer scene. He said he wanted to be on the good side and have a taste of the Robin Hood life, but he was representing the companies that were coming for the tenants.
I know, I just said that. Olivia
Yesterday we suffer, today we relax, tomorrow we suffer again.
Have you liked the songs this year?
Oh, some of them a bit tedious.
Some of them are
Matty and
annoying.
Yinrun songs are, on the most part, absolutely hideous.
I don't think Matty is a bit cringe with things like that sometimes.
To be fair, when Jenkins said it's like watching children's TV, that bit would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, but that was also so bitter when they said that. It's like, so they're enjoying themselves and they're getting along because you've left. Shut up. So Jenkins and Jordan have warmed to each other. Jordan said, "Now I look at Matty and think, what was I thinking?" So they set Henry this task.
Jenkins said, "It's the wine." Jordan said, "Well, it was. That's when it was happening."
So they set Henry a task and it was
the yes day.
It was a bit of a throwback, wasn't it, to when they give Victor the cold showers, because it was the housemates in the secret house setting those things.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. I didn't make that connection.
There you go.
But when they said it was Henry was having a yes day, I thought he was going to have spray tans. 'Cause
Oh,
just the
of
obvious
course.
one, isn't it?
Classic.
But I felt like the yes day fell short because the housemates had to come up with the tasks, and I thought Big Brother would come up with better things.
Did you not like the tasks that they came up with?
Not really.
No, they were because they were kind of spiteful, weren't they?
Yeah. Flirt with Matty, was it?
Spill your water bottle on Yinrun.
And then ignore her as well.
Flirt with Matty. This was to win champagne and caviar, by the way. Jenkins said, "How can you flirt with someone who's telling you about their boyfriend?"
He should ask you for some tips.
That was that was funny. Who was that about? Oh,
He was saying how could Henry flirt with someone
yeah,
knowing that Jordan was watching.
Yeah.
And that Henry should ask Jordan for tips because he was flirting with Matty in front of his boyfriend.
yeah. I thought that was actually quite funny from Jenkins.
Jenkins has his funny
He
moments,
does,
to
like,
be fair.
ooh, she's thick. Then Jordan was smouldering at Henry, I noted when he was watching. And then Henry had to insult Olivia when she was dancing.
Ask for a dance class, but critique it all the time.
He went, "Oh, that's a bit sleazy. I feel like I'm selling my body. You dance like this." I thought that was quite funny. And then he had to pour Noki's oat milk down the
Oh, it's
sink.
making the fridge stink.
Noki was like, she obviously very attached to that oat milk.
I haven't seen that
But
shop
then-
since they revealed those nominations.
These stupid idiot housemates were like, he's
on a secret task. Why did
Why?
they say... Noki was the only one smart enough to
Yeah.
say, shut up and don't talk
Yeah.
about it. And then 2 seconds later, she was joining in.
How dumb can you fucking
Olivia thinks that Henry's on the task. Noki was like, no, don't talk about it. They failed it because of
get?
that.
Stupid. And then all the secret housemates got the champagne and caviar.
And the blinis.
And they wouldn't even appreciate that. What even is a Bellini? I asked this on Twitter and I got contradictory responses.
So...
Some people said it's a drink
No,
and other
it's
people
not.
said it's something else.
A
Rowan
Bellini...
said it was a drink.
Well, she's wrong.
Well, she's
Rowan,
she's
you're wrong.
American, so, you know.
We'll let her off. She can't help it. A Bellini is when you put like fruit syrup in the bottom and you top it up with prosecco or
That's
champagne.
what Rowan said it was.
Yes, but a Bellini.
Oh,
Bellini.
So Bellini.
I think it's called a Bellini.
Right, I
It's
don't
like a
know
small-
either. I don't know either of these things.
It's like a small pancake,
All right.
and you put like things on. You top it with things like
Right.
smoked salmon and
Oh,
caviar
yeah.
and stuff. It's like a hors d'oeuvre.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Those are two things I wouldn't
It's
know
not-
about.
Oh no!
What? What's wrong?
I just think I just might have deleted my notes.
Oh, well, that'll get us through quicker.
What day are we on?
I don't know.
Oh, for God's sake!
The secret house day too. Okay, well, I didn't know what either of those things were, but I don't like the sound of either of them. I don't like peach,
Oh, I'm
and
back.
I don't like hors d'oeuvres, and I don't like tea, and I don't like
Peach?
coffee. Yeah, Rowan said it had peach in it.
No, it doesn't.
She said it did.
It's called a blini. There you go. It's a pancake.
No, the drink has peach in it.
It can be peach. It can be raspberry. It can be anything
God,
you want.
you're such an
Rowan,
expert
clueless.
on this.
Rowan, you are clueless, mate.
Rowan knows about alcohol.
I thought you were
feel.
sophisticated, Rowan. I take it
I
back.
thought she knew about alcohol from what I knew of her.
She don't know what a blini is. I'll tell you that much. Oh, it's a Russian pancake, apparently.
Ah,
I thought it was Italian.
okay. Anyway, moving on.
Russian and more broadly Eastern European pancake made with various kinds of flours or buckwheat.
Okay, let's move on. Jordan said, "I like this room despite the hideous decor." And then back in the house, the others had to do a talent show.
Boo or woo.
Was there any? Really?
Yeah.
Boo woo.
It's a boo or woo.
Were there any talents that you were particularly impressed with?
What happened? Henry did impressions. Were they any good?
Can't remember.
Of who?
I don't know.
Matty was taming a wild beast, the bear. That was particularly cringe. Nicki Minaj, I quite liked
Yeah. Was that
Nicki-
rapping or singing? I'm not sure.
singing, but badly. It was, I mean, it reminded me of a time when we went to karaoke with Rowan.
Rowan, just skip ahead this section. You're getting dragged left and right.
What I liked about this was like Nicki can't sing, and Nicki was still willing to get up there and make a fool of herself, which was a side of Nicki I didn't expect us to see. So I thought it was fun.
PR training. What about Olivia being Oliver.
I've written God knows what. What was
This
it?
is like...
Well, please, sir, can I have some more?
Zoe Wintour. No, I think Oliver...
Zoe Winberg.
Yeah, I think so. I think Oliver is her male alter ego.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know what the fuck was happening.
You know, you've got to have a male or female alter ego in the house, haven't you? It's part of the true game
Standard.
strategy.
Yinrun's British phrases. I like that bit.
Jordan,
They slated everyone, didn't they? Apart from Noki.
Jordan said he thought it was splendid.
Fabulous.
Tom was hating on Yinrun. Surprise, surprise. What was Yinrun's talent?
British
Oh, the British
phrases. Yeah. Do you know what I did like about this though? In the past, I think on Celebrity Big Brother, we've seen the housemates do talent shows, and Big Brother boos or woos.
Yeah.
And I don't like it when Big Brother has to decide on the boo or the woo. But when the housemates in the spare room were doing it, it made more sense.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember that housemate who said boo woo famously?
Not really, but that's something you used to talk
He
about.
was the guy who his sister died and he didn't leave the house to go to her funeral. He was like a posh guy with blonde hair, sort of Eminem style. Scott, I think it was called.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, one
Something
time...
to do with the swan?
Mate. No, that was Nick. That was Nicky.
My swan.
My swan.
My swan.
This guy, one time, instead of boo-hoo, he said boo-woo. And then
He's got another phrase too, hasn't he?
me and James just became obsessed with it for some reason. But yeah,
That's like the first Channel 5 one.
his own sister died and he didn't leave to go to the funeral, which I thought was peculiar. But then maybe he didn't speak to her. You never know, do you? He was posh as well, so, you know, they got funny relationships.
No, but the thing is, you can't go back into the Big Brother house when you leave. So what are you going to do?
Just go to a funeral and have to deal with family members.
Exactly. You'd
Probably
rather
worth
stay in
it,
the house,
is it?
wouldn't you?
Just makes you come across a little bit cold. Boo-woo, isn't it? Boo and indeed woo.
I'm so glad I've got the self-restraint to not say what I was going to say.
No, please carry on.
No, I'm not going to.
Oh, sounds good. Okay, then what happened? We need to move on. The others were all watching and slagging them off. Henry was slagging off Jenkin for liking the cheap rosé. The others in the house were slagging off the secret housemates. And Noki said, we saw them all walk out unceremoniously. And they were all getting uppity about that.
Oh.
Then they called Yinrun in to ask her questions in the diary room because Tom and Jenkin wanted to get to the bottom of why Yinrun was like a Machiavellian genius, evil genius.
Yeah, I've written there's pure bitterness in that secret room. Yeah, they got to see the diary room. I didn't like that.
No.
I felt it was unfair. The
sanctity, you weren't the only one. I saw a few people on Twitter
did you?
about
the
that,
sanctity
yeah.
of the diary room should not be undermined at any time.
Oh, God. Grow up.
Come on. If there's one room where you're supposed to be safe to express yourself, it's the diary room. It's sacrosanct.
Sacrilege. Sacrilege to do that to the diary room.
It's absolutely despicable. I won't stand for it.
What are you going to do about it? Nothing.
Sit down for it.
So Tom wants his reasons. Jenkins said, she's never asked me a single question in the whole time I've been here.
Oh, fuck
Yinrun's
you.
never asked Jenkins a single question. I think we can roll the tape and probably
Do you
find
think he's
that's
asked
true.
her a single question?
No. She said it was delightful to talk to Tom one-on-one. So basically they were grilling her and she was just saying nice things about them. And then Tom left.
They were still bitter.
Yeah, Tom left and went, I got nothing from that. What did you want?
Did you want?
Did you want her to be in the diary? I'm like,
Yeah, right, now
yeah,
then,
yeah.
my true self.
Got rid of those fuckers.
Take off the mask.
Yeah.
Right, that Tom, he's an
Yeah,
absolute
what the
bastard.
fuck? Like, they're so stupid.
I don't know when she's got a Manchester accent. They think she's got Yorkshire accent, don't they?
Did they?
Yeah, because she's from up north, isn't she? What's this? Wordplay. 5 things you can't sit on. 5 things you don't like and 5 things you regret. What are they doing? Maybe there's something more before
I do
that. Carry
remember
on.
that, but I think there might be something more before it. Tom is upset about them saying something about Paul. And
Of course
said
he is.
he thinks he's a funny prick or something. I don't know who that was about. Noki was slagging off Tom, and Tom said they're all trying to butter each other up so they don't get evicted. Oh, this was when Tom's leg was going. Like,
Oh, yeah.
And all the
Real fast, too.
all the housemates were like going, "Oh, you're great because of this, you're that." Noki was going to someone, "Oh, that's one of your USPs." And then Tom, this is it. Tom got offended at Yinrun winking about sitting on someone's face, a joke about sitting on someone's face. It's like, oh, how could she wink about that? How could she pretend she's so pure when she's winking about a joke about that?
God, I entirely missed that section, but I doubt Yinrun was winking about that. Do you?
I don't, because it was like
Yinrun joking about sitting on someone's face.
It was like
I
an
don't think
allusion
so.
to sitting on someone's face, but it wasn't. The sentence was never finished. Do you know what I mean? So it was like that.
Come off it.
Yeah, and then Tom said, "Thanks for making us watch them lick each other's arseholes."
Oh, there you go. It must be part of that.
Yeah.
The 5 things you can't sit on. Did you say someone's face?
Someone's face. Yeah. You can sit on someone's
I like
face.
that Yinrun did that. I didn't notice that. I want to see that again.
Henry has opened up his emotional gate that had been chained shut. Henry's got a lot of evocative descriptions for his feelings.
He said his padlock has been opened.
Oh my god!
He misses Jordan a lot. He's never felt like that about someone. Yinrun said, sometimes there is no why. There's just, that's it.
There is no why, you know.
Yoda.
What the fuck?
There is no
why.
try. Only do. There is no why. There's just that's it. That's the tattoo of the week
I like
right
that.
there.
I like that. That's beautiful. I didn't like Henry and Jordan being separated so close to the end. Did you? I wanted to see them
Well,
together.
sometimes absence makes heart grow fonder.
That's true.
Brace yourself for the unexpected.
Hold on, that's
he
not
there?
how that expression goes.
That's what they said. That's what Big Brother said. Are you there or not? Am I jumping ahead? In the garden, there are 3 outlaws.
Oh.
I see outlaws there.
Yeah. Just
as
before that, I called Tom an angry little man.
Was it something wee man?
Yeah.
As outlaws, they are dangerous and should not be approached. There were 3 jails in the garden. Suddenly 3 jails that matched. No, Yinrun's one wasn't there. Jenkins said the options have changed. What? The opinions? Sorry, opinions have changed. I feel like I'm watching a children. So basically,
they had to give their final words to the house.
I thought now's Tom's chance to say how he really feels.
Yeah,
didn't you?
yeah. Did he
He's
bottle
gonna
it?
let it all rip. His balls rose inside him, and he had not a single word to say to them.
Has he even got any balls?
Don't know. Jordan said, "You need some cynicism and pessimism back in the house. I'm sick of hearing all the singing. I'm just glad they edit this show because watching it live is a bit dry." I like watching it live.
He said, "If I go, I'll go. I'll just go and get drunk."
Tom said, "It feels like you guys are losing yourself."
Oh, that was so pathetic.
Hang on a minute. What about I'm pissed off with you, Yinrun, for doing this, that, and the other. Olivia, you've slighted Jenkin.
How are they losing themselves by enjoying themselves? Because you're bringing the bloody mood down, you little rat. Fuck off.
You are here for... You said there's not a great reason to be in a reality TV show. You are here for a reason, and you need to remember that, said Tom. But I do genuinely wish you all the best, and stop worrying. What happened?
Yeah, hold
What
on. That was a
happened?
mixed message. You're losing yourself, but stop worrying. Well, now I'm worrying about losing myself, so why are you confusing me? What's happening? Just
Is it too late? Can I recover myself? Or am I too far gone, Tom? Tell me, the Oracle.
Yeah, even though you're about to leave, so shut up, because no one likes you. Yeah, I said, as if they're there for some important reason. It's a bloody reality show. Tom and Jenkin went. That's fine.
You have to remember, in the Big Brother house, nothing else matters.
That's true. Shout out Nikki. Were you happy to see these 2 go? I mean, no shit.
Of course I was, very much so. You know, I'm like Team
Is
Jenry.
the Pope Catholic?
Yeah. Does Davina say, now listen?
She does. So they went. AJ, in Tom's interview, AJ told Tom off for sulking. And Tom and Jenkin both said they wanted Jordan to win.
Well,
You turned that shit around.
I've realised in the last 48 hours, he's the most genuine person in here, they had to say. They both
I
said.
don't think Jordan is the most genuine person in there, but, you know, whatever.
Well, they thought so. They were suddenly boys. Jenkin apparently had a cold shower, even though there was hot water available.
Oh, that was
Because
interesting,
he thought he was
wasn't
going to get in trouble.
I like
And then he
that.
went to the diary room. Big Brother said they were feeling nice.
I wrote that down as well.
Jenkin's mum told him to pack that green hoodie as well.
Jenkins said, I was a moany bitch in there. I mean, that's self-awareness.
Jenkin's mum is only 4'11", so he could just see her forehead in the mirror.
That is short. Bloody hell. I'm 5'2" and I'm short.
Both Tom and Jenkin want Jordan to win. Now there you go. Yeah, that's the end of my notes for that one.
Oh my god, we've
anything
still
more?
got 3 more days to go.
Have we?
Yeah,
Can't be right.
I know.
Day 39. Henry thinks the housemates would congratulate them in being finalists. What does that mean?
I don't know. It doesn't even make sense.
Gender reveals. A pink or blue Birkin bag.
Sorry. What the fuck?
Do you know what a Birkin bag is?
It's a designer handbag, right?
Yeah. Don't know what they're talking about gender reveals. Have you not
Henry
got any
was
notes
talking
on
about
that?
it, I think.
I think so. Well, if it's about a Birkin bag, I should think so.
Jenkin would rather watch his nan have a wank than go back into the house.
Are we flashing back to them back in the room now because it's the day before?
Oh, that was annoying, wasn't it? The whole episode was them. Don't you think they should have just cut that shit short? No one wanted to see that all day long. They've gone and we're happy. Move on.
Did we get to see the eviction live? Yes.
Yeah.
This one we did.
What do you think about that? You'd rather watch your nan have a wank than go back in the house?
I mean, I can't even imagine that scenario, to be honest with you, and nor do I want to.
Jordan said
Imagine
today...
that. Like, that's a real...
thing to say, isn't it?
Is that a thing? This one of going back in the house.
Now, Jordan went from this is my favourite show to this channel is crap today.
Jordan,
how quickly...
we've been I think he was soured by Jenkin and Tom's energy, don't you?
He said it would sicken me to do lovey-dovey stuff. But in the diary room, he said there's extreme paranoia about Yinrun. I don't think she wants to run off with the money. So he was
Jordan
slightly backing up Yinrun.
And Jordan said he wanted to go back in. He was the one person who actually did.
Yeah.
So that was good. He said, he said he wants to change the channel. About Jordan, he said, about Yinrun, he said, I think she likes to play cute. That's part of her thing. But I think she wants to run off with the cash. I've got a strong Yorkshire accent. No, that's something Jenkin and Tom have got carried away with.
I wish I'd seen Jordan stick up for Yinrun a bit more in that room.
I don't think he did publicly, do you?
I do question people voting him to win when he didn't show that side of himself. But, what are you going to do?
I mean, I do understand that perhaps you want to self-preservate. Perhaps he felt like it was best to sort of play along with them.
Yeah, that's true.
Just in case there was a consequence.
That would never be me, but yeah.
Because they could have easily ganged up on him as the odd one out.
I guess. Yeah, I mean, he might have been sat there thinking, these two talking shit.
But they could have shown him saying that in the diary room.
Yeah.
You know what we never saw?
No.
Which is a disappointment from the spare room? Big Brother talking to them on the phone.
We did see him pick up the phone at one point,
did
didn't we? Yeah.
I like it when you can hear Big Brother down the phone.
Like at Tom and Jerry.
So they were all jealous that the housemates in the main house were having bagels, weren't they? Talking so much shit about the bagels.
Matty was licking out a bagel and they were all like, ooh.
I mean, it was kind of gross. Yinrun's first kiss, what? She was 15 and she was doing the cleaning in a classroom in school and someone she was cleaning with turned off the light to kiss her.
That sounds rather raunchy, doesn't it?
It does a little bit, doesn't it?
Noki said she had a toxic relationship with her boyfriend when she was 12 years old.
Oh yeah, they were taking the piss out of that one. They were all toxic relationship at 12. Oh, she's thick. They're literally reacting like she's a child, said Jenkin to Yinrun's first kiss story. Henry said, fruit is amazing. You can't believe nature provides something sweet like this. And they were all like, oh god. Even
sickening.
Jordan was kind of embarrassed too. And Jordan said he wants to get rid of Henry's dressing gown.
I don't even remember Henry's dressing gown that
It's
much.
a sort of tan beige kind of dressing gown.
Okay.
Now his sister tweeted about this. Was like, if people are asking, where did Henry get his dressing gown?
Yeah.
Of course, it's a 95 quid dressing gown from some designer brand.
What about those jeans Henry was wearing? They were really bad.
What jeans?
Sort of like dark navy, no pockets, very wide legged. They were so unflattering. They were just awful.
Henry's not exactly stylish, is he?
No, and wearing the sweater over the shoulders.
Like a 50-year-old man, isn't it?
It's not good. Bless him. I still think he's cute though. So then we had the cowboys and cowgirls task.
Yeehaw, housemates.
What was this?
So
Oh, yeah.
Big Brother.
Had to do some bull riding.
It was to win American snacks. Tom is bitching about everything, including Henry's American accent.
Oh, yeah.
Tom and Jenkin kissing Jordan's arse. Jenkin's opinion of Jordan has changed dramatically. They had a bucking bronco in the house.
Have you ever done one of those?
No, I haven't. Have you?
I did one on holiday once.
I bet you screamed and
I
screamed.
fell off after about 3 seconds, and that was that. I was done.
Where were you on holiday with that?
Ibiza.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. So they had to do the shots. This was like a BBUS task where they had to, throw the shots along thing and it landed in front of
they
it.
weren't drinks, were they? Really, they said
No.
drinks, but some of them were like sauces, mustard,
did
chili
it remind you of
sauce.
BBUS when they,
Sauce.
when they had to throw the thing down there?
Oh,
Do you know what I'm saying?
the mint julep.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that's in that room where you can win the money. Yeah.
Imagine me having to drink Worcester sauce or something. That ain't gonna happen. I wouldn't last 5 minutes on these shows.
Wouldn't you enjoy watching people you've been living for? Yeah, okay, this is me asking a question. Wouldn't you enjoy watching these people you've been living with for 5 weeks in the house? Instead, everything they saw seemed to piss them off.
It's because they weren't there anymore. Is it?
I suppose so. I just thought it would be interesting. Yeah, sorry, still got more before the drinks. They had to stay on that Bronco for 5 minutes, collectively. You said you last how long?
3 seconds.
Oh, okay, not great, not great towards the total, but they were collectively stayed on for 5 minutes and 24 seconds.
That'd be a good BBUS task, actually. Just put the Buck and Bronco in there.
Why
so you
not?
last the longest.
Why not?
Fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be good. It's more equitable.
Yeah, it is.
Jordan Finder. What does that mean? Henry Finger. What are you doing? The Finger song.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, do you remember that? Jordan Finger, Henry Finger. What are you doing? It's like one of those like Yinrun songs.
This
I
is
think
the lost art of fingering.
they were talking about the fingers. There's a Jordan Finger and a Henry Finger. And they were like getting up to no good.
Kissing.
And then Tom. This is quite an important bit actually.
Tell me.
Tom was telling Jordan that Matty doesn't miss him after they were doing the Henry and Jordan Finger song. And because part of the Finger song, Matty's line was
I don't remember any of
about
this.
Jordan was getting kicked out the house. So then Tom decided to twist this and say, mate, they don't miss you in there.
Yeah.
They're making jokes about you getting kicked out of the house.
That was it.
While Jordan was away from the headphones because he was like on the phone to Big Brother or something.
Was Tom embellishing it then?
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like I slightly missed that.
Twisting it.
Don't get it twisted, Tom.
Olivia said in the diary she doesn't think Yinrun's got a bad bone in her body. She's polite and well-mannered.
True.
I got a picture of the drinks for some reason. To remind me what was happening. Lockie was coughing up the Worcester sauce.
Don't blame me.
What did you think was the worst one?
It was the ketchup, because that'd be the worst one for me.
No, there was chili sauce.
Chili sauce would be better than
You probably wouldn't mind that one.
Worcester sauce for me.
Eviction, I've got. What about you?
Matt mouthed, "I'm sorry" to Tom, and Tom said, "It's okay, I love you."
Oh.
Henry said, "I really missed you" to Jordan. Tom said, "We were wrong about you, mate." To Jordan, I said, "You were wrong about a lot of things." Jordan came back in and was explaining about the tasks and the diary room thing. He said Jenkin isn't best pleased with Olivia and her comments.
Yeah, he said to her, I don't think he's best pleased with you.
And Olivia went, "Oh, do they want me to have a mental breakdown?"
I thought that was so good. He's peeved you weren't more, what about...
I can't do this.
Vexed about him and Tom leaving?
Come on, do the Scottish accent.
I don't know what they're expecting. Me to have a fucking mental breakdown because they left. Henry in the diary room said they'll pick up where they left off, Jordan and him, and see where the wind takes them. Olivia was right. Like, what do they expect?
Yeah, stupid.
It's just because Tom had a fucking pity party about Paul.
Yeah, for 2 weeks.
God's sake.
It's just a game. It's only a game show.
It's only a game. Whoa.
Jordan explained that Tom and Jenkin didn't like everyone being more buddy-buddy.
And also told Yinrun that they said that she was acting childish as a 25-year-old woman.
Oh, yeah.
This, I thought, was a really good moment and a strong moment for Yinrun, which I thought was...
Oh, I liked your tweet. I liked your tweet about this.
Yeah, I said that she, from how she processed it, she said, I feel much better now because I always questioned why I couldn't get along with them. I thought it was my problem. And I was like, oh, her mental process is, it's their problem.
Yeah.
It's not my problem at all.
It always has been their problem.
Have you got anything else about how she said she likes to see the world not overcomplicated?
Go on.
I haven't got the whole thing because unfortunately ITVX crashed for me during this conversation. I had to watch it from the social media clip.
No, I've just got... She said she understands why they couldn't get along.
She
basically
said...
Thank you to Jordan. And I was thinking, Jordan was being a bit of a bitch about you in that room and it sort of sat a bit wrong with me. Because she was acting like Jordan was doing her like a big favour. It's like Jordan was sort of sitting there bitching as well, as far as I'm concerned.
I wouldn't go that far, but I feel like he was doing the best that he could with what he witnessed. For Yinrun, it made sense, and she was like...
Excuse me.
To be fair, he did play it down. He did say, like, I didn't see it myself. But he was like, you know, you're happy, and she said, yeah, I'm happy, and I see the world in a simple way. I don't like to overcomplicate things. And she was like, it was like a light bulb moment where she was like, finally I understand why these people could never talk to me. Yeah.
Olivia
I just thought it was very interesting. She sat there, she was looking towards the memory wall at the pictures of them over his shoulder while she had this conversation. And I just thought seeing her process it was quite a beautiful moment, actually.
It was good.
It was nice for her to see, like, letting go what she thought was potentially an issue of hers, and be completely not saying, never putting blame on herself.
No.
As soon as she heard it, she was like, okay, I thought it was my problem, but actually it's just theirs. I thought, wow, most people would probably not process it in that way.
Good self-awareness.
Apparently not so childish after all.
Olivia was then crying because of Tom and Jenkins saying that about her. Now she feels like an outsider because Jordan has come back and she doesn't feel as much part of the group. And
she said that they were upset because she didn't threaten to do a runner because they left.
And she said to Noki, oh, you know, me and you've been the closest. And Noki was like, yeah, but
we've been on the rocks.
I mean, Noki's right to sort of give it to her back. Noki is right to give it back to her because Olivia did treat Noki bad for quite a while. Because of stupid Paul.
It was just funny that in that moment where Olivia was looking for something to hold on to. Yeah. Being like, you know, oh, this has happened with all of my friends. And, you know, like, at least I've still got you. And then Noki's like, but we've been on the rocks.
But Noki was right. Noki deserved that moment.
I laughed out loud when she said that.
Noki has every right to do that because Olivia was kind of horrible to Noki for about a week. So
yeah. And that's because Paul was in it.
Yeah, but then the past week they've been getting on like house on fire. So Jordan said he felt overwhelmed to be back in the house. He said, Henry has been my rock. I'm even wearing his necklace.
Necklace. It was sweet to see him come in wearing the necklace.
Yeah, it was. It was cute, the necklace. Yinrun was still a bit worried, though, about being childish. She said to Henry, do you feel like you can't have a deep conversation with me?
I didn't like seeing her question that, actually.
See, she wasn't so self-assured after all.
I think she took a minute to sort of let it sink in.
And Henry said, don't worry about it. You're wonderful and you're hilarious. I'm so happy I found a Yinrun in here.
Oh.
He said, I've never known a Yinrun in the outside world. Because he doesn't fraternise with, other cultures.
People from outside his village. Jordan said that his relationship with Henry was platonic with a little bit of kissing. Were Jordan and Henry in the hot tub?
Yeah.
Yes. Telling him how much he missed Henry and holding his hand and hugging him. Was there kissing involved?
Yeah, Henry said, you have this control over me. And then he said, oh, not control over me. But I thought, that's the truth right there. And Jordan said, they put me through hell, big brother. I'm glad you did the tweet because I was thinking it, but I couldn't find the Kim Woodford interview.
They put me through hell.
And then he was like, no, they haven't. He was like, I'm joking.
Jordan said to Olivia, you've got front row seats to a nice romantic play in the bedroom. I'm putting on tonight. I'm going to see that play. And then Jordan said, the bitch is back in town. And then he said, Daddy's home.
Oh, no.
And that reminded me of, what's he called? Isaac?
Cameron. Oh, no. Oh, sorry. You were thinking of Isaac.
I was thinking of Noreen's ex. Was it Daddy's Home or Daddy's Back?
Daddy's Home, it was. I was thinking of Cameron from bloody BBUS.
I looked for a picture of Isaac,
and
thinking more people would be on board with that with that reference.
Yeah.
Fucking 2 likes on Twitter.
Yeah, but that was good. How the fuck did you find... Was that a picture or a GIF?
Picture from Google
How the
Images.
Fuck you found a picture of him? I don't know.
Because I put Noreen, boyfriend, Daddy's Home.
No, it's good. Well done. I appreciate your efforts. I was just thinking bloody Cameron from BBUS.
Of course you were.
Ugh. Wow, we said daddy about 7 million times.
Did they ever kiss in the bedroom or not?
Yeah, holding hands, kissing. This annoyed me. So I stayed offline because so they did the eviction.
The spoiler train was running,
yeah,
is it?
they did the eviction, but then they showed the live feed so people knew who had
eviction,
gone.
yes.
I obviously stayed offline because I didn't want to know.
This
who
was
had
annoying
gone.
because Halloween they covered the eviction,
Yeah.
right?
So I thought I'll stay offline. I even hid my Twitter icon so I didn't go on Twitter.
Yeah.
Then you watch the show at the start. I always mute the spoilers,
preview.
but they showed Yinrun at the
At the
door
door.
doing a tully.
Why
I was
did
like,
they
well,
show
I
that?
was
You know
like,
she's not gone.
okay, Yinrun's not gone. It's obviously someone Yinrun cares a lot about.
Right.
So I know it's probably not Olivia or Noki.
Yeah.
So that already ruled out 3 people for me.
The curse of the coming up, isn't it?
Kind of like ruined the whole. It's like, can't you just keep your fucking spoilers to yourself and let me actually just watch it?
To be honest, so I obviously
Did you get spoiled?
I knew what was happening and I'd watched the live feed, so I also knew who had gone.
Were they
And-
talking about it or did they mute it?
No, they let it out. Which
Did they
showed...
say how it happened?
Yeah.
Did they?
Well,
Very BBUS.
it was worked out through the context of the conversations, so they could have covered it if they wanted to.
So what were they saying? Because I'm
It was
curious about it.
It might be in the episode. It's when Olivia was talking to Henry, perhaps, and said Yinrun feels responsible,
Yeah.
but it wasn't her fault.
No,
she just had
of
to
course it
deliver the
wasn't.
news.
Yeah.
And of course, we could see how many housemates were present, so we knew Matty was gone. And then eventually it was deduced that it was the letters from home. But I watched that with Dan, who didn't know.
Yeah.
And his reaction was priceless.
Yeah.
I just thought, I wish I didn't know.
It was so good when you didn't know.
So you still
I
didn't know
avoided
who?
it. I didn't know who, and I didn't know it was going to happen then either. I'd
So
sort of forgotten
good.
about it by the time I got to that
Yeah,
point.
I do feel somewhat robbed by that.
And obviously, I didn't look at my Twitter timeline either when I was tweeting. I thought, I'm not going to look until I've seen who's gone. And then when they did letters from home, I was just like, oh, letters from home, blah, 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 blah.
But
and then when it got to that
wasn't it
moment,
brilliant?
I was just like, you what? And then I was just like, oh, it was
actually
so good.
Probably one of the most genius things I've ever seen on
That
Big
was
Brother.
one of the most original things I've seen on Big Brother in a long time.
I want to know, did that come from the international conference? Has someone else done that in the world, or is that a BBUK original? Because that was good.
It was good. That was very good. And then a couple of people, most people were like, that was so good, that was savage. And then a couple of people were like, oh, Matty didn't deserve to go out like that. I was just like,
please.
that's the most exciting thing that's ever happened to Matty. That made
apart
Matty more
from not
relevant.
seeing his message from his boyfriend.
Yeah, that made Matty more relevant than ever. Do you know what I mean? That was perfect for him.
Yeah.
It was like, that was the greatest thing that could ever happen to him.
We will always remember Matty for that
yeah,
now.
exactly.
And otherwise we would have forgotten him.
Forgotten. So anyway, let's come on to it. So,
Come along.
So, Jenkins said he wouldn't give his number to Yinrun in the outside world.
Hang on a minute, what about
I shouldn't
Jordan's-
fucking worry?
Jordan's dream about meeting Vanessa Feltz in prayer. I
Oh,
just thought it was
yeah.
nice to see a shout out for Vanessa Feltz on BB because
I
she's
missed
such a
that
part
one.
of Big Brother.
Yeah, I missed that one.
Jordan found it cringe when watching Henry sing along and do an American
Oh,
accent.
shut up, Jordan. Yeah.
Go on. Yeah, Jenkins said he wouldn't want to go for lunch with Yinrun.
Oh, I doubt she wants to go to lunch with you either.
Is that what? Who was Jordan telling that to? Someone? Was Jordan
I
talking
don't
to
know.
Henry about that?
Yeah,
It must
I don't
be.
know.
Henry's in the diary room, killing his chances of winning. He's been a snob since he was born.
Mm.
When he was 7, for his birthday, he asked to go to a 2 Michelin-starred restaurant,
Mm.
and his mum spent the afternoon flirting with Raymond Blanc, and that's when he became the man he is today.
That's when you were like, oh,
Stop.
this is unrelatable content.
Unrelatable. Stop,
Yeah.
Henry. Stop. Henry, no.
What else, Helen? Matty is missing the outside world, and everyone is talking about their dreams. As other people, Noki said she had a dream that her makeup brush was in the sink and covered in food, and she couldn't use it after that.
That sounds like such a Noki dream
It
to
does, yeah, it does. Don't you think though, when someone says about their dream, I know it's the most boring thing to talk about a dream. When someone tells you about a dream they have, I always just think I would never ever have that dream. It's just like that would never ever be something I would dream about. Like Jack always dreams about being at school.
Does he?
Yeah.
No, I didn't dream about that.
I would never even think about being at school, let alone dream about it. I dream
No.
about my teeth falling out and shit like that though.
Oh.
Just fucking annoying.
I dreamt about like a Big Brother launch with this like crazy house, which was like, it almost looked like, you know, when you see the haunted house at the fairground.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
almost like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Well, that was a bit like the old...
windows that are closing and opening and stuff.
That reminds me of the one where, you know, Susie went in and all that. That was a sort of circus theme, wasn't it?
Josie's series.
That was
yeah,
it, yeah.
BB11, yeah.
As I saw that on...
Rips up tarpaulin and no flags and stuff.
That was on This Morning today because they were talking about Josie going into the jungle.
Oh, yeah.
And they showed Josie winning Big Brother and her coming out in that hideous dress.
Right.
And then her going back in again and then her leaving.
That's funny because on the I'm a Celeb promo, she was like, oh, I'm from Bristol. People probably know me for being from... And then she says Bristol and I'm like, no... You mean being from Big Brother?
Big Brother, yeah.
Why are you not saying this? Have they told you not to say it?
She said something about her exes, like some of her exes being snakes. And I thought, oh, crab eyes.
The only one that we know of.
But when Big Brother used to be on, like, proper, like when the live feed used to be on, I used to dream about Big Brother every single night.
Really?
Every single night I would dream about Big Brother.
Really?
Really. Every single night I would dream about Big Brother.
Wow. I often have dreams about Big Brother. I have dreams where, like, I've been on Big Brother and I've forgotten about it. And I'm, like, evicted early. Mm-hmm. A lot of my dreams are about, like, missing out. I have FOMO dreams.
Yeah.
It's like I'm almost going to be on Big Brother or I'm almost going to meet Davina and I don't.
Yeah, that's classic though, isn't it?
Why do I have those dreams?
Yeah, it's just... I dream about celebrities quite a lot. I must have dreamt about Morrissey like
Vapid.
100 times. Like, it's because I like think about them and listen to them before I go to sleep. So they're just in my brain. And that's what it was like with the live feed. Because I'd always watch it just before I went to sleep. I would always dream about it. I've dreamt about Big Brother US loads of times as well. It's like sad, really, isn't it?
Would you want to go on Big Brother?
No.
What if Big Brother wanted you?
No.
You'd never say yes to Big Brother.
I don't want to be on TV.
Imagine, like, Big Brothers listen to this, they think you'd be good.
No.
They go, Lindsay, we really want you to be in the house.
I can tell you 100% I would never ever be on TV.
Why?
Because I don't want everyone picking over what I look like, everything I say. Look at what just happened to Trish. I don't want that. I don't want any of that shit. But it's a priceless
once in a lifetime experience. It's like going to the moon.
I don't want to be on TV.
God.
I don't.
We're quite different sometimes, aren't we? I would love to. I'd jump at it.
The thought of being recognised walking down the street, that sounds like hell to me.
Do you know what? So the other day, I looked up the viewing figures for Picture Slam, just out of interest, because obviously you talk about how many viewers Big Brother's got, and it's like just over a million. A million is good. So I thought, I'm curious. So I looked at the week for the ratings, and I could only find I couldn't find specifically for Picture Slam any articles or whatever, but I could find the 50 top shows for the week. Yeah. In the week that it was on, and I was like, well, it will never be there.
Yeah, and it was.
And it was fucking there.
Was it? What number was it?
It was something like 29 or something out of
Really?
50.
Really?
Really? Have I still got it open? Here it is.
I watched Picture Slam the week after you were on it, and there was some people on it who were so fucking thick. You wish you'd been against these people. It was
Really?
Really? It was.
Really?
It was
I would've-
embarrassing.
Well,
it was so
mind you.
bad. They were so thick. It was like fuck.
Spoilers, but it didn't matter. Where is it? 26. Number 26.
Wow.
On that week, 26 out of the top 50 watched shows. And it got something like 3.6 million viewers.
Wow! Oh my
Which is
god!
more than Big Brother.
No wonder you got all those tweets about it.
I guess it wasn't that many. What did I say? 29.
Has anyone recognised you walking down the
No
street
one.
yet?
3.7 million people watched it.
Wow.
It's more people than Big Brother watched Picture Slam. How does that make sense?
Because it's on Saturday night on BBC One, is it? Was it?
Yeah.
Wow. I like Picture
And then
Slam.
I thought, fuck, that's a lot of people that watched me on that game show.
Picture Slam gets a lot of shit, but I enjoy Picture Slam. God, I need to face this way. Come on, we're getting there.
Anyway, 7 minutes of heaven was today's task.
Oh,
and
that
the
was fun.
Big Brother set the housemates heavenly dilemmas where they had to choose, would you take your 7 minutes of heaven or give someone else their 7 minutes of heaven?
What would your 7 minutes of heaven be?
Oh, good question. Do you know what yours is?
I said on Twitter eating sausage and batter and chips.
I think if I was in Big Brother, maybe 7 minutes. It's not long, is it? Maybe a massage or something from like a professional person, like a Thai massage therapist. But 7 minutes is not long enough.
Like when John James got that massage off of Rachel, who was evicted, who he hated. Was it Rachel?
Yeah, I remember
Do
Rachel.
you remember? And he was so horrible to her, and she apparently looked like Beyonce.
Yeah.
And it was when she came back in, he was so nasty to her and said, "I bet she's been out getting a magazine deal." Then he got the magazine deal when he left.
She came back in?
I remember a lot of that. Yeah, to give him a massage.
Oh my God.
That was part of a task. Why do I remember that?
Actually, I don't think that would be. In the Big Brother house, it would probably be food related for 7 minutes. Probably like a really nice curry or something.
Could you eat a curry in 7 minutes? Not the way
not.
you eat slow.
This is the thing, I just think, like, what's the point of anything for 7 minutes?
Or you could drink a bit. You could drink a few shots in 7 minutes.
Just go back into
Just
the
go
house.
back in strip
Like
bags.
Preston with those chocolate liqueurs that weren't alcoholic.
And John Pardy and the butt veto girl, when they had to get drunk for that secret
Oh,
task
that was
in Big
good.
Brother Canada. That was fun. Alison.
I feel like yours would be, like, what did you say, battered sausage?
Yeah.
I thought it would be like fried chicken.
Yeah, something to food and a nice glass of wine.
What did the housemates have?
So,
Noki got sushi, option to
Noki
choose sushi.
over Yinrun getting an afternoon tea, and
It's very Yorkshire to have the afternoon tea, isn't it? Don't you think?
I don't think afternoon tea is all it's cracked up to be. To be fair, I've actually never had it.
Well, it wouldn't suit you. That's
Well,
why.
you get the cake sometimes, don't you? You get either the
You wouldn't
sandwiches
mind
or the cakes.
the cakes.
The
You get
cakes.
both.
Oh, you get both.
Of course you do. That's the whole
I
point
don't
of
know.
it. So it comes out with tears.
I thought you either had the savoury one or the sweet one.
No, you
I
have
don't know.
you have layers. So you've got like your savoury layers and then probably like 2 sweet layers. So you basically work your way through the courses, and then you get your tea. And if it's a fancy one, you like upgrade for like bubbles as well.
Oh, that'd be alright.
But it depends. You can get all different kinds. I had like a gin cocktail afternoon tea once in Ireland, and they served the gin in like a teapot. It was kind of fancy.
Okay. Yeah, I probably would like it, but I've just never done it.
You can get all kinds of like themed ones as well. I wonder if like a Big Brother afternoon tea would be a thing. Be gross stuff, wouldn't it? Like pickled herrings or something.
Oh, God. Hell no. So, anyway.
Worcestershire sauce shot.
Worcester sauce.
Worcestershire.
sauce. So then Yinrun was pretending she was really upset.
Oh, I
that
like
Noki-
this. She acted, didn't she?
Yeah.
That was good. She was like, oh, I just didn't think you'd choose yourself.
Matty had to choose between dancing to Florence and the Machine or Olivia getting karaoke.
Did you actually think that Matty would be into Florence and the Machine? It feels a bit mainstream, doesn't it?
I fucking hate Florence and the Machine so much.
Oh, do you?
Just
Surprise me.
Oh, God, it's so shit. Oh, my God, don't get me started.
Run fast for you.
Oh, her voice it's like nails down a blackboard. Anyway, I did like that room he was in with the ribbons, but
How did they get those ribbons up so quick?
I don't know. They could have done something with the lighting in there, couldn't they? It was very bright in there.
Yeah, you're right.
Matty like doing an interpretive dance through the ribbons.
Cringe. I think it's so cringe.
And then Jordan went, well, it's not my kind of thing, but if it works for Matty.
Yeah, that's how I felt about it. Yinrun said, Olivia, we can sing karaoke together now. Olivia said there's a strip club in Glasgow called Seventh Heaven. Jordan has been to a strip club by accident. Have you ever been to a strip club?
No, I don't think so. I had a boyfriend once who went on a stag night to a strip club, and he rang me up and said, my ex-girlfriend is a stripper in the strip club that I'm in.
Crazy.
And I was like, oh my God. I didn't mind him going to the strip club, although now I would be a bit about that. But he was like freaking out about it, and I thought something's off that he's freaking out about it, because if there wasn't an issue, you wouldn't be that freaked out about it.
Okay, so why?
And I think they ended up like having like a deep conversation or something. Something was off. This was like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But he was just like, oh my God, it was like, his first love or something. It was like a bit.
Oh, so he was like kind of happy to see her.
Yeah, and then they ended up having like this deep conversation or something, and I was like not happy about it.
Oh.
Drama.
Spearmint Rhino is the only strip club I've heard of.
I do think guys going to strip clubs is a bit passé, isn't it?
I mean, I just think like, okay, it's a way to make a living and fine for people who make a living like that.
I have a friend who is actually a stripper.
But like for the people, the clientele, I just think it's a bit more iffy, isn't it?
My friend who's a stripper, she's not a stripper anymore, but she used to be. She did a lap dance for Bob Geldof and Chris Packham. What
At the same time.
No, but what a combination.
Chris Packham.
Yeah, you know who that is.
Yeah, he's into bird spotting,
Yeah,
isn't he?
yeah, quite. Nice. Anyway, let's move on. So, Henry had to choose between seeing his dog or Jordan getting wine. No, hold on. Jordan chose.
A glass of Rioja with some Debussy.
Jordan had to choose this.
Yes.
Or Henry to see his dog.
For his dog Mabel for 7 minutes.
Jordan chose Henry to see the dog. That was cute, wasn't it? Do you think that's cruel or do you think it's alright?
I think it's fine.
The dog
I know
seemed
that
fine,
I know
didn't
for a fact that his sister Harriet brought the dog down.
Yeah.
I don't think they're
Do they live
that-
nearby? Can't be too far.
maybe like Kent or something.
Yeah.
Like not far. I think it's
Yeah.
fine. Like I mean, we've seen Patricia the spider die in Australia, and Mabel wasn't going to
God.
die, was she?
What about that parrot?
Who's Parrot?
That guy with the fake pecs had a parrot that they brought in.
What was that guy's name?
Far
Mr.
right.
Paparazzi.
Yeah, that's it.
No, I think it was okay.
I like the dog. She was nice.
Oh, she had a nice collar on. I thought it was a Paul Smith one, but I googled it and it actually wasn't.
Oh.
Why was I was sitting there googling Henry's dog's collar.
Wow.
What's wrong with me?
I don't know.
Olivia said, "How the fuck have they got your dog here?"
Oh, shouldn't they let the dog run around the house? That's what they do sometimes in Big Brother Australia.
Like
or something.
Tilly's dog.
Yeah, Mr. Clooney.
Tink.
Um,
No, Mr. Clooney's the house dog that lived with them.
Henry said, "Thank you so much, God, Big Brother." That's what he said.
Come on, God.
Perhaps he meant dog.
The ultimate heavenly gift.
Oh, letters from home.
Letters from home.
What are you thinking? What the fuck is the point of letters from home when they're literally going home tomorrow?
Oh, they've got to fit it in at least once, haven't they?
God, waste my time much.
Jordan's mum said her office knows about what he gets up to in the bushes. And she called Henry potential son-in-law. Well, that was nice.
I thought Jordan sort of smirking when his mum got the letter from his mum. I thought that was a bit more of his real side coming out. Like you could see some emotion coming out of him, slightly.
Yinrun's letter, read by Matty, as it was very formal. It was obviously a translation. Mother was very pleased when you told her you were going to participate. When you told me you were going to participate in a reality show, I was very worried. But Luke was sending them videos and she's slowly relaxing. Anything else?
That was good. That was reassuring for Yinrun. When Matty went to read out Yinrun's letter, he went, "It's my pleasure." And then when Yinrun went to read out his letter, she said, "It's my honour." A bit much, isn't it?
So I was saying it's genius that Yinrun had to read out Matty's letter, and I thought Big Brother had decided.
They must have.
I think they had, but people were saying that the housemates chose who read the letter.
Yeah, but they chose...
Because Matty was shown to be handing it to Yinrun.
Yeah, but they...
You think Big Brother told them?
Big Brother said Matty's had to be read last, 100%.
Must have been.
Because otherwise you have
how would it
Matty's...
work?
No one's going to read their letter after Matty's
Yeah, you're
gone.
right.
So it didn't matter who read it out, as long as Matty's was read out last. It was just
But don't you think...
serendipity that Yinrun read Matty's.
But Yinrun reading it was the best outcome,
Yeah,
I think.
of
Because I
course.
just think any other housemate would have noticed what was happening sooner.
I really wanted to watch this back again, but I didn't. Did you write down? Did you
if
write
you want,
down?
I'll find it because it's been on the socials.
Because I meant to watch it back again today because I wanted to. Because apparently that letter was not by Matty's family at all. It was literally just from Big Brother.
I had the same question,
Yeah.
and people were like, "Well, yeah, obviously it's not from. It's all from Big Brother."
Well,
but
I
was
thought
like,
the
"What?"
start bit would be.
That's what
from
I thought as
family.
well, because it
You're
would be
sitting
twisted.
there, like listening to all these platitudes, and then you're like, "Oh, that's not."
But if you
from
look
my
at him
family.
when he's listening to it,
Yeah.
I think here you go. I think you can tell something's up.
It's my honour. There you go.
Matty, choose me.
Yeah, because you're the last person left. His face.
Dear Matty, where do I begin?
Where do I
I have
begin?
enjoyed watching you so
This is
much.
great.
It's been great to see your friendships with your housemates
When you know it's all Big Brother,
Yeah.
it's like so
Oh,
much
it's
more. It's so
good,
much
yeah.
better.
It's
develop. Your humor, kindness, and the sensitivity has
it's
always
fine.
been at the heart of everything you've done. I know there have been tough times, but your strength and resilience has always shone through to help you navigate those difficult paths, as well
crying.
as your dancing. From the second you walked through the door on that first day,
From the
I
second
have
you
been
walked
watching you.
Oh, I've been watching you.
listened to every word you have said. I've even watched you sleeping.
Oh,
When they said I've even watched you sleeping,
Yeah.
I thought, how the fuck have the friends
Yeah.
and family watched him
Oh,
sleeping?
yeah. Oh,
Because we never see
shit.
them sleeping.
oh my god.
With every day that's passed, you've grown stronger, but always remain true to yourself. I'm so proud of you.
The music.
You've been a great housemate. But unfortunately, your time is up.
The lights.
The public has been voting. Matty, you are the 11th housemate to be evicted. It's been a blast.
Oh, BBUK.
Love, Big Brother. You have 30 seconds to say goodbye.
What the heck?
That is fucking magic. Their faces.
You're lying.
You're lying.
Please.
It's so brutal. Oh my god.
Henry kind of enjoyed it, I think.
I don't think Matty took it like a champ.
This is
Yeah.
Big Brother. Matty, you have been evicted.
Matty was just like
30 seconds to say
blink,
goodbye
really.
before
Do you know why? I think
He
he
wanted
could,
to go.
not only that,
Matty.
Bye everyone. Bye everyone. Big hug, big hug, big hug.
That was so good.
not only that, but I think that as he was listening to his letter, he was thinking, this
What
is so generic.
Doesn't sound like my family.
Yeah, it's not what my boyfriend
would
would write
write,
or what
no.
my mum and dad would write. And he said afterwards that he was thinking he was going to be so mad if they'd written this
Yeah.
really sort of
Yeah.
basic letter. So he was already, you could tell
He was
like
on
not,
high alert.
yeah, he
sort of
wasn't
thing.
fully into the message.
That is so.
And there's a moment where he starts to sort of like his mouth goes, and then it comes to the, I'm sorry, like unfortunately, and Yinrun obviously thinks
Yeah.
that's a joke.
Yeah.
When the lights change
If that
and
was-
the housemates realise, but Yinrun doesn't. Oh,
If that had been
so
me
good.
and I'd been reading that letter, I would immediately look to the bottom to see who the letter was from, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Why did Yinrun not do
Well,
that?
if you look at the video, the part which says you've been evicted is on the second page.
Is it?
So Big Brother
right.
were quite clever with that.
Oh, nice.
But I do think like anyone else would have quickly scanned it.
Yeah, I would have.
Yeah, and they'd have known right away. It came out perfectly.
The way that letter was written is the most ingenious thing that Big Brother has done in a long time. The
Yeah.
way it's written, the way the impact, the way it packed a punch, that was
It's like the power of suggestion,
That was
right?
great.
Like it could be for anyone. And then when you look back and you look at the particulars of like from the second you walked into the house, I've been watching you, every word you said, sleeping.
that was
And for Big Brother to say it's been a blast, it's quite nice.
It was. Big Brother was giving him a good pat on the back there, wasn't there? I'm surprised. Yeah, Matty just took it. He didn't do his usual, theatrics. and everything, did he? Big Brother!
He just got like nodded as if it's my time.
Yeah. He was wanting to go earlier that day, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He'd had enough. He needed to listen to Florence and dance around.
Well, he kind of had that boost.
Yeah, he had quite a good swan song actually. To be honest, on the whole, I actually warmed to Matty quite a bit towards the end. I know you were never a fan, but I think he did. He had his moments in there, and he is a nice. You can't deny he's a nice person. I know you're not keen on him, but he is a nice person.
Yeah, he's not a horrible person.
No, I don't know why you're so anti him. To be honest.
Me neither, to be honest.
Poor Matty.
So 19 minutes after Matty's eviction, Jordan was like, well, the triangle's finally
Yeah.
over. I love
about
Jordan's
Yinrun?
blasé at everything.
Yinrun banging on the door.
Oh, as he left?
Yeah.
She did that when her boyfriend left as well. I feel like,
Oh, what you say?
I just think it looks good when you go out to the door and do that, doesn't it? Who touches the door that someone's walked through?
Even when Yinrun came in and was sort of hiding behind the door, don't you think even that was sort of like playing up a little bit? Do you know what I mean? Like when she entered
I
the
think it's
house.
just her playful nature.
Yeah, it is. Like it is debatable whether it's like for the camera or that is just how she is. You know, it's not a crime either way.
No.
But it's just part of her thing, isn't it?
But I can't imagine you going up to if I was in the house with you
Yeah.
and I'd got evicted, I can't imagine you going up to a door and putting your hand on it.
I'd be like, oh, I'll see him in a couple of days. That's it. The final reckoning is over.
Yinrun went to the diary room to sing the Icy Eyes song and sobbed over it. Yeah, they were sort of teasing the housemates with that final reckoning gathering, weren't they?
Oh, yeah, because they were all sort of worried.
The lights changed. Henry said, not the lights.
Yinrun said if she wins, she's going to be arrogant for one day.
Just one day.
Maybe that's what did her in.
Then she'll be humble again. Henry is so happy he can share the final with Jordan. And then the memory rule switched to say they were all finalists, didn't it? Yinrun was crying again, and Olivia said, oh, that's enough now, Yinrun. Henry said, shall we line up and take a photo?
Oh, I like that. That photo was
such a
so
nice
good.
ending, and it's the
photo
class
was
of 23.
That photo's really good. Like, Jordan's like this. Noki's like proper posing.
Wasn't that a good episode?
Yeah,
that
it
one?
was good. Yeah, it was
That was
very
a really good one.
What do you think of Matty's interview? I noticed in your notes you've got Matty interview dash and then nothing.
No, here's the notes.
Oh,
yeah.
right, never mind.
Love triangle. He wants to talk about rubbish like love and peace, and Jordan doesn't want to talk about anything, he said. Again, his boyfriend was sitting right there, and I just think, like, I know they want the shot over the shoulder with the boyfriend's reaction, but I just think it's better if he's not in the room so Jordan feels free to talk about the stuff. Matty, sorry.
I like the boyfriend. I think he's cute.
Everyone thinks he's hot.
You're not feeling it?
No, it's the moustache gaze for me. It's not for me.
Everyone's got that moustache at the moment.
Not me.
People I know have.
Do they?
Yeah. Go on.
Gay people are you mixing with?
None.
Straight shouldn't be having it. It's not the 80s. Not flirting. Playfulness being shot back. Was playfulness being shot backwards?
I don't know.
Doesn't make any sense, does it? Have you not got anything from his interview?
Yeah, I said I liked his interview, and my favourite part was when they showed him the VT of his reactions to things.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like reacting to his reactions. So like when
Right.
he was like, woo, he was like, oh, I looked so mortified and embarrassed by it. I thought that was quite funny.
Matty said he doesn't think being attracted to one person is mutually exclusive. It was sort of, I think he was working around the Jordan situation, don't you?
Yeah.
He thinks Jordan and Henry do have genuine feelings for one another.
He's trying to get the heat off himself, isn't he?
Maybe, yeah. Especially when your boyfriend's sitting right there. He's got a boyfriend, all right.
Yeah. So we're on to the finale.
I ain't got no notes now. Yes!
Oh, thank God.
Could look at my tweets, but carry on.
No, let's not.
Go ahead.
So what do you think of AJ and Will's outfits and general presenting style?
I don't like Will's...
Slicked hair?
No, is that called a cravat?
Oh, the cravat.
Is that a cravat?
Yeah, could be.
Like a neckerchief type situation, as if, what's that, Prince Charming? Charming.
Adam Ant.
Looking like Adam Ant. I don't like that, but AJ I thought looked really good. The corset look was good. It was like something out of Six, the musical. And I like the fact that they were both wearing black. And I was like, is this like homage to Davina? The whole black through outfit? Because it's very Davina. Although Davina did used to mix it up at the final. But I just thought it was classy. It was like, it felt like it was right for the final. What did you think?
Yeah, it's fine.
No strong feelings.
What did I miss on last night's live feed? I wondered if there was any emotional moments that I missed. I will watch it at some point.
In the edit, did they show us
They
the
only
last
showed
Jordan
the
and
finals.
Henry kiss? No.
No, they showed it on Late and Live.
That is a
didn't they?
real... no,
Yeah.
they didn't.
Oh, there was a different one.
That's a real shame. So basically, on the live feed last night, it was after their final supper situation, and Henry and Jordan were alluding to something that happened in the storeroom.
Oh, which we
that
saw
was the
on Late
kiss
and Live.
in the blind spot. Then, to be honest with you, a lot of it was bird song and stock footage, which was quite annoying since it was the last night we had of live feed. But then when it came to... They all decided that, obviously, because they said, we've got a big day tomorrow, we need to get an early night, which I think is weird because what else are they doing apart from waiting for the final today?
That's true, yeah.
So they went to bed pretty early, and it ended, the live feed, from about probably like 1:30 onwards was night vision cameras. We haven't seen that all series.
Yeah.
So it was just them in bed, and it was like cutting between Henry and Jordan's beds, which are next to each other, right, and Olivia on the other side, And Olivia had her eyes open and kept looking. It's like she was watching them.
Was she? Oh, the front row seats.
Yeah, exactly. For a romantic play that Jordan's putting on. And I had this feeling of like watching because something might happen, which I'd not felt for a long time.
Oh, again.
And I wanted to just enjoy it because it was the last chance too, right? And then it was about 1:45 and it's going to end in 15 minutes, and Henry and Jordan were still sort of awake, and it was like everyone was waiting for the kiss to happen. And then Olivia got up and went to the toilet, and as soon as she got up and went to the toilet, they took their moment to have a little snog, and then they went back to their beds before she came back. And it was like a magical moment. Like I'm actually getting goosebumps thinking about it, because it made me look a little bit teary. I don't know why. It was like, I felt like, okay, this is the magic of this series, and it's finished now, and it's the perfect way to end it with their last kiss. And I thought they'd put it in the highlights, but they didn't.
Yeah, that's a shame. They obviously ran out. They obviously have a cut-off time of midnight, I suppose.
Yeah,
they don't do it after
they've got to
that.
fit all those interviews in and everything, so perhaps they didn't put it in. But like, it was just the perfect end to the live feed, to have a last Jenry kiss, and so many people are so invested in them, and Twitter was just like so excited about it.
Oh, that's cute. Any thoughts on the outfits of the housemates? Anything to...
I thought everyone looked really good, actually. Jordan's was a bit plain, given that he had quite a jazzy suit the day before, but I don't know if Big Brother supplied that.
I think they did,
A little bit.
Yeah.
Kevin Martin.
Yeah,
Kevin
was.
Robert Martin
Yeah, it was.
collection. Olivia's dress was very suited to her, the pink
Yeah,
dress.
it looked nice. Yeah.
You didn't like Noki's outfit, you said?
No, this sort of was a bit plain for her. I felt like she could have been a bit more, modern, I guess.
I liked that her orange shoes matched the flowers on the dress.
I like the orange shoes, yeah.
Yinrun, I like that she was like repping her culture.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
It had like a nice kind
I liked Yinrun's dress better yesterday, the green one at the supper. That was nice.
Everyone looked better at the supper actually, perhaps, than tonight. What's Henry wearing tonight?
I can't remember. Oh, a green jumper under a suit.
No, Henry.
That looked awful.
The jumper tucked into the trousers. I'm not sure about that.
I don't like that.
Who's the last person?
That's everyone.
That's everyone.
What about the people sitting on opposing sides of the couch?
I didn't like that, because the whole magic of the Big Brother final is the two people who don't necessarily like each other, like Jason and Nadia, sitting there together, embracing one another as they wait to find out.
But then there has been other seasons where people did sit opposite.
It's you,
Oh,
it's me, it's you.
it's so fucking annoying when people do that.
Maybe that's why they split them.
Yeah, but I do like the rivalry of them sitting on opposite sides as well. But then there's not really that much of a rivalry this year, so I don't know. Noki was out first. She gave a little wave, a Miss World type wave, didn't she?
Oh, professional wave.
The PR to the end. So they had the interviews on the main show, apart from the winners interview, which was on Late and Live.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought we were going to have to wait for everyone's interview, and it would be like like a group interview for like everyone that got evicted before the winner.
Oh,
but
no. That would not be good.
It turned out that I think so. We were offered the chance to go tonight as a regular audience member.
Yeah.
And for us, like, we wanted to get an opportunity to make better content, which would be like ideal world, meeting friends and family, getting the scoop from housemates if we could. And it wasn't going to be possible. So we decided to stay at home because we thought it would be the better experience. Plus, we thought that we weren't going to hear the interviews.
Yeah.
We now know that we would have heard more than we thought we would have done. I think it would have been would have been a better experience than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that's true.
But it wasn't going to be podcast enhancing or changing, I don't think, in any way.
It still doesn't work, does it, these interviews in the Late and Live studio?
The Late and Live studio is just too bright, too big. No.
It just doesn't work. And then having the winners interview on Late and Live, that was just an insult, to be honest. And then the rest of that show was an insult as well. Having them...
The house guests, that was a waste of time.
That was so dumb.
On the end of the Big Brother final, I mean, the series, all I want to hear from is the final five and the rest of the housemates.
And see the best bits. And see if there's any beef, I don't give a fuck about the panellists. So, the big shock of the night, Yinrun went out fourth. Shocking.
Lewis chucked a whole drink everywhere.
Did he?
That's what you need to see in that
I
video.
need to look at that. I mean, that was a real shock, and that was partly our fault for voting Henry. But I just thought Yinrun was a lock. I thought she was a shoe-in.
Me too, absolutely.
Go on. So we fucked up there a bit, I think.
But to be honest, she wasn't going to beat Jordan, so at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter.
No, but it's still a shame. I don't know. Yinrun should have...
This goes to show that we've thought the result was going to be one way.
Yeah, we were
several
totally
times
wrong.
this series, and it hasn't happened.
No.
And like, we're victims of the echo chamber. Perhaps like you and I, and maybe other people thought that Yinrun didn't need our votes because she was already going to be there, and maybe that's what she was a victim of.
I think that's exactly what happened. So Yinrun went. That was very sad. Then...
Her interview was good, I would say.
Yeah, I
got
didn't
anything
write
from
any,
it, but I enjoyed it.
For her interview. Then we had the shock of Henry out next, which we found out was very close. I was a bit disappointed we didn't get to see the Jenry final three, weren't you?
I think
final
the
two.
Jenry final two would have been just better to watch, and they would have been sat next to each other as well.
Just, I don't know, I felt bad. But Henry came out and he gave a good interview as well. What do you think of Will Best announcing the winner, not AJ?
Well, they seem to alternate, don't they? So it obviously just fell that way.
Okay.
I mean, I don't mind. I suppose what I've learned is it doesn't actually matter at the end of the day.
No, it doesn't matter. I don't really care.
It really doesn't matter who the hosts are, but what matters is how they deliver the questions and stuff. And I do think it maybe could do with some work. Like, it's not quite as serious as I'd like it to be, but fine.
So then the winner was announced. Thank God it was Jordan, and we got to vote again, and we voted for Jordan.
Yeah, we did.
And it was. I got quite worried then that it was going to be for Olivia, didn't you?
Yeah, I thought that there was a strong chance, because especially with having a whole nation behind you.
Olivia should have been nowhere near that final two. She was a good character, but final two, absolutely not.
It's a shock. But don't you think it's because probably the Henry and Jordan fans and the Yinrun fans are the same people?
Yeah, definitely. So Olivia came out with her hat, threw it into the crowd.
She did a bit of a dance, didn't she?
Yeah. Jordan's response to winning was, I can now pay my council tax. So he's obviously not as rich as we thought he was. We had a bit of panic and changed the channel, when we shouldn't have. That's what happens when you split these things across. Olivia thought she was gone on night one. So did we.
We were talking about that earlier. Had she not been saved by the twist when she was put up night one, she would have definitely been gone.
AJ said to her, you were nominated a few times for being loud and annoying, which I thought was rather rude. They kept going on about the pool in her interview and going, "Oh, did you fancy
Why are they trying to make a romance out of it?" Because I don't think Big Brother really ever tried to put it in the show that it was a romance, and I don't think the public even thought it was like that.
I heard Chanel on the live feed going, "Oh, I don't fancy Paul, but I would like to see his cock." I thought,
you can when you get out.
No problem.
I've seen it.
Olivia lamented that they called her into the diary room to talk about her experience when she had wet hair, which I thought was quite funny. Then AJ said it's time to evict your winner, which you had some umbrage
No, you don't
with.
evict the winner.
No, you just crown the winner.
You receive the winner.
Jordan sounded like he was praying in the house. He said, "Gosh, a graveyard. Goodness me."
We didn't get to see Jordan rattling around enough by himself for my liking. That's one of the magical things, isn't it?
That used to be so good when you get that half an hour on the live feed. That was so good.
And then you could go on +1 and watch it the last hour again after and you'd see them walk out and the live feed end.
Yeah, that was so good. We'll never have those days again.
Those moments were so magical. Do you know what? So I tweeted yesterday, this was when I was watching the final bit of live feed. I was like, night vision cameras, housemates in bed, just watching in case something happens. It could be 2006 again. And some Jenry Stan account responded and said, "What happened in 2006?"
Oh, bless.
And it's just like, well, nothing in particular.
Yeah,
it was
just what you just said in the tweet.
Incredible Big Brother.
Yeah.
It was Big Brother 7. It was Nikki. It was Pete. It was Ashley.
Man.
And these children, they don't know.
Yeah, they don't
We're
get
privileged to have lived that era of Big Brother, and it will never come back like that.
No. Unless we do get the VR Big Brother, you never know. So then,
Did we talk about that offline or?
I don't
online?
know.
We were talking about the potential of VR, what you could have. Like,
there
was a camera once on the table and you could control it. But imagine if there was like a VR headset and you could look around
go
the Big
around
Brother
different
house.
rooms and stuff, and go to where people are having the different conversations.
That's the potential of the metaverse.
That would be great. Yeah, that probably could happen. But I don't think Big Brother have got the guts to do that. I think it would be a new show that would do that. You know, Big Brother is set in its ways. So AJ then got Jordan out, and Jordan said, "Don't tempt me," about the swearing. When he came out, he looked like bloody rabbit in the headlights.
I think he was a bit shocked, wasn't he?
Just a bit.
Do you know what I realised? That we've become accustomed to watching Jordan, who's comfortable in his environment, and like we see him interacting with people who is all on his terms. But when he was like taken out of the house, it was like a fish out of water. I was like, oh wow, this is a very different Jordan.
He wasn't a fan of that music, was he?
Oh no, I don't know what
like,
that song was.
Where's Debussy? Will Best was like giving his full and frank apologies. Jordan said the money would be nice. He said, did I think I could win it? Well, it would have been nice, and I have done. Which I like. He said when he saw Henry walking in, he thought, oh, here's trouble. Because they both had velvet jackets on.
So he had to beat him, didn't he?
Will Best said, forget velvet. It was like you two were wearing Velcro. I thought that was good ad-libbing from Will
He did
Best
like
there.
that, didn't he?
Then Jordan said, I have no idea what Plato got up to. I don't know what that was in relation to.
It's about the platonic relationship.
Oh, right.
Is that where it comes from? Greek mythology.
I don't think so.
That's what they've been saying.
And then Will said, will you be taking Henry to the bushes? And he said he was going to take Henry to a 5-star hotel.
Well, they had an agreement, apparently, that whoever won would get the hotel.
He said he doesn't want to admit that he's learnt about himself.
Twin beds.
He said, I've let myself go a tiny bit, but I didn't feel any regret. And I hope I haven't become too wet. AJ said to him, what's next for you? And he said, I haven't the foggiest. Then we saw Jordan's mum. Jordan and Henry had a kiss, I think. And then we saw the stats of what the votes
I think you embellished that. Did they have a kiss? Or did you just want them to have a kiss?
I don't know. I liked seeing those stats.
It was good. I want more stats,
more
please.
Of that is good.
Every eviction, I want those stats.
And then the only other thing we really saw on Night and Live was Tom said sorry to Yinrun for casting aspersions against her. There was 2.5 million votes cast. And, yeah, that end of Late and Live was just shite.
37.8 is a high percentage. That's a very popular winner right there.
That is, yeah.
Presumably that's like across the whole finale vote.
The whole thing. That's good. Good for him. So that was it.
It was finished.
So what did
Another series over.
What do you think? Was it a success, the reboot of Big Brother? What do you like? What don't you like? It's 2:30. I'm sure we've got a lot of interesting thoughts about it.
So, of course, there's things that I would change. There's things that everybody would change, all these Big Brother fans that are very hard to please, me included. But for the most part, I really think ITV did Big Brother proud.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Yeah.
Like
it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
It felt quite authentically Big Brother, more so than a lot of Channel 5 series had. And I would obviously I want it longer. I think I said this earlier, but I feel like many of us have been saying like, oh, we don't mind who wins, like any of these people can win. And that's, I think, a side effect of the fact it's just not long enough for someone to have had the experience which says that's the winner. Like Nadia, well, I don't know, Nadia probably had a billion story, but like Cameron going to Africa, for example.
Oh God, that's like a good example.
The making of him. There's these things that happen to make people winners.
What do you want? 100 days, like Big Brother US?
I don't necessarily want 100 days. I want 64 minimum.
64 sounds good.
80 something at push. Like I think like 9-10 weeks is fine.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
We've definitely had 100 days Big Brothers, haven't we?
God, yeah, it used to be like 3 months, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just felt like when it got to the last couple of weeks at Halloween was when it was really like in its stride.
Yeah.
And it was getting tense in a good way. And it was really like it was climbing, and then it had to sort of fall off because there was nowhere else for it to go. They had to suddenly get everyone out. And
I was quite impressed actually with the way they got everyone out, because I was thinking they're gonna have to rush it so much. They actually didn't feel too bad. They did do it in a decent sort of way, as good as they could with that many people to go.
Yeah, I agree. I just think like live, having some evictions not live, taking down the live feed, interviewing people 24 hours later, that's not good for me.
No, it was like what Lewis and I think Andrew were saying, that you know, Matty going like that, but then bring him out to the crowd and have his interview.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it would be so much more exciting
And it's not like you can't get a crowd down on any night. People will go.
Yeah, but would it be noisy then if you had the crowd? Sometimes if it's a secret eviction, you can't have the crowd, can you?
I've been to those secret evictions. Big Brother just puts shush on the screen and everyone is quiet. Like, it's part of it. It's part of the fun. It's even more fun when you go to a secret eviction and Big Brother's telling you to be quiet. Yeah. And the host is there going, we need to be really quiet. So
yeah, but doesn't someone's going to misbehave, aren't they?
No, well, they didn't in the past.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, nowadays, who knows?
It's a different time. But yeah, I mean, we've had more live feed than we've had for years. I don't think Cameron's series had any live feed, did it?
No.
Not even after evictions, I don't think.
No, I don't think so. Just had the tweets, probably.
And, you know, that's really enhanced it for me, especially on Saturdays having like 4.5 hours, whatever it is. That's like quite a lot of live feeds, especially when there's no show.
It's comforting watching the live feed.
Yeah, I think Big Brother Late and Live needs a lot of work.
Oh God,
the content is not there. Like,
no, it's not funny. It's not interesting. It spoils the main show. It has no interesting guests. All the people who were on it, I didn't have a clue who they were. One or two people, Babatunde I recognised. One or two people I recognised. Most people I didn't have a fucking clue who they were. Why they had Kate Lawler on? What other housemates did they have on?
No one else. Only Kate.
What the fuck? One housemate in 6 weeks? That's ridiculous.
I know, and Aisling was crying out to go on.
That is actually... To not have Aisling on is just an insult, really.
It's odd.
Yeah.
Big Late and Live didn't really have the format I could latch onto. Like, if it had more of a format, I think I'd have been okay with it. Like, here's the news from the day, and like...
The setup with the audience as well doesn't work. They hardly spoke to the audience, I felt.
Yeah, it was a bit pointless having them there.
It was just... None of it worked. It was no good. Just more housemates were needed, and just more psychology stuff, more of that sort of stuff. A little bit.
I didn't mind the psychology bits they had, but I miss those old faces.
Just like going out and asking people stuff on the street and shit like that.
I tried that for a couple of episodes and they gave up. Maybe not enough people cared.
No, probably not. I was surprised actually that there wasn't more mentions of Big Brother like in my magazines and on This Morning and things like that.
Oh, This Morning completely dropped it.
Before
the week running up, it was everywhere.
I was surprised that they
didn't you think they'd have the evictees on?
Yeah, they did nothing. And even in Heat magazine, which I read in the bath, very minimal coverage, like half a page about it. Like
Heat used to be all about Big Brother. Do you remember the
Heat was made Heat was made on the back of Big Brother.
Of course it was. They put Andrew on the front of the magazine. It flew. I used to love the Heat after the final where they'd give the minute by minute what happened. Oh, it was so good.
Yeah, I don't know. I just felt like, even though the ratings were good, and I'm happy CBB is coming and the ratings were good, just felt like it wasn't given as much prominence as it probably should have been.
But then don't you just think that's just the time and the press don't care about it as much anymore?
Yeah,
like there was no tabloid press even there to take pictures when people get evicted. That's weird.
Wow, really? Yeah, because they weren't being featured, I suppose.
What do you mean?
Like, there was no one to take pictures because no articles were being run about them.
Yeah, but then what if they invited them in? Surely the articles would happen.
Yeah, I don't know. Strange. Well, they didn't even really want to invite us in, did they? So, do you know what I mean? It's like the engagement just wasn't really there. Whereas with Channel 5 invited us there. We got the interviews and everything, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
You did go around the house though, so it's not all bad.
No, there was that. No, yeah, I mean, the press team have been really good, but also they are maybe new, like they're learning about it. I was happy that they were willing to accommodate us to be there.
Yeah.
But
hopefully for Celebrity there'll be a bit more engagement and a bit more thought put into it.
We'll see. I mean, I hope we get invited back to the house. That'd be nice.
We'd love to. I've not even been to the house, so...
No, hopefully it'll be both of us this time. Please invite both of us, Jake.
Otherwise it's my turn.
No, the content will be terrible.
How fucking dare you?
Come on.
What do you mean?
Come on.
What do you mean?
You ain't going to make a patch on that content I made.
How fucking dare you?
I can already see it now. Oh, God.
What can you see? Tell me what you can see.
Oh, terrible angles. Did you take a picture of that? No.
What about you spinning round?
God.
It's my podcast.
Anyway, we'll stress about that later. But no, like overall, I think it was a respectful take on the format.
Yeah, it was.
Bits I can do without,
Yeah.
but like as it was, I enjoyed it.
The casting was good, which is always my priority.
I actually think the cast will be remembered for a while to come.
The house was lovely. The casting
the
was
house
good.
is incredible. I'm hoping to talk to the designer at some point.
Oh, cool. On the pod?
Yeah, hopefully.
Oh, that'd be good.
I mean, it's just something that I'm working on. It's not necessarily going to be soon, but I would like to know more, because I just feel like Late and Live could have told us more about that, and they didn't.
No. A lot of the twists were good. Just the main things are like having the eviction, having the interview on the main show is really important. Having them ask tougher questions is really important. And not glossing over stuff, like leaning into stuff that's happening. We can see through it, if not, not past it, through it.
I think that maybe ITV don't realise how invested people are in this format.
Yeah.
Like, it's a nice idea to have Big Brother, but you need to embrace everything that comes with Big Brother.
Yeah, it's got a long
and
history.
people have a problem when they think you're not giving them what you should be giving them. And I think ITV at times have sort of like held back because they want it to be this like bright and colourful, friendly Big Brother. But you just can't have it without people getting into conflict.
Yeah, that's the whole point of Big Brother. Not the whole point, but just the natural way it's going to progress, because it has humans in who
and
are
Big
different.
Brother stirs it up.
Yeah,
and then
it does, yeah.
Just pretends that nothing happens. It's like the whole
nomination, the Halloween
the bully
nomination thing.
situation,
Yeah.
and Big Brother trying to cover it, and then they started making claims on people's videos who'd like posted live feed footage and stuff.
So stupid.
It's like, why are you doing that? This is actually good for the
And
show.
covering up
People
the
are
live
talking
feed.
about the show and
Yeah.
creating buzz about it, and you're combating it. That didn't make sense to
that's
me.
silly. And what about the editing? I know you had a few bugbears about the editing.
It got better as they went along.
Yeah.
For me, it was just like they were doing too much.
Yeah, with the music and stuff.
Yeah, and just like the content, like you don't need to have like 3 tasks in a day.
Oh yeah, the tasks are too much. Yeah,
because then you've got to fit
1
it
or
all
2
into an
tasks
edit.
a week are fine.
It got better as they went along.
Yeah.
Like Big Brother started to talk to them more. That
Yeah, that was due to our feedback.
and the
I like to
whole
think.
like changing the end cuts to not just go from a diary room to credits to go to like outside the house. It's like little things like that which make a difference to us.
Yeah.
And to people who are just editing a TV show, maybe it doesn't make sense, but like it just feels more real like that.
It's the nerds' juicy
Oh, I
flow.
love it. Just to cut out to the outside and then go to the credit. Hear it just come in slowly. It's been good. I just think like it's been very good, but I don't think it has the magic that it used to have.
Really?
Yeah, like I don't think that like living in the Big Brother house for 6 weeks is particularly tough.
No, 6 weeks ain't right.
But you'd have the feeling back in the day that these like 3 or 4 people that were left at the end had been through like so much together.
I feel like this has been a tester period though.
But will they extend it?
I think so, because it's easy money for them. It just fills up
Easy
the
money.
schedule, doesn't it? They've got the house there anyway, so why not? You know, it's no skin off their nose to film it for an extra couple of weeks, and they make money off of it. They don't make money off the phone votes anymore though, but they make money off the advertising.
Yeah. It felt a bit like sort of like Big Brother light.
Yeah,
for me.
it did. Yeah.
Which is a shame because it actually has everything that a proper noteworthy Big Brother needed. It just needed more time to flourish. Is what I feel.
To bed in.
Yeah, and for all of the characters to really have their moment. Whereas it was just like for 6 weeks, 10 housemates would have been enough, let alone 16.
Yeah, that's true.
Because there's some great characters like Farida, who we lost after a week and that was it. Whereas like early days Big Brother, you wouldn't even have an eviction first week.
Yeah, that's true. Well, later days they'd evict someone the first night.
But yeah, I thought it was good. I think it's a stronger start than Channel 5 ever had.
Oh God, it was way better than I expected. I was expecting the very worst. So
Also, like the things like the horrible logo is like grown on me over the series.
you just forget it's there, don't you? After a while,
Wear it on a hoodie now
there you go.
regularly.
You've changed.
Yeah, it's perhaps not what I expected, but it's been good.
expect the unexpected. Should we have a break and do the emails?
Yeah, fuck me, it's getting a bit long, isn't it?
Oh my God.
It's the bumper finale
It's
edition.
20-3 right now.
Shut up. All right.
I'm not joking.
Shut the front door.
Right, okay, back for the last part.
Oh, it's the final stretch.
Oh my
It's
God.
the final countdown.
I'm dying.
That's right. It's the inbox. Email your thoughts and we'll read them next year to bbonblastpod@gmail.com.
Please, God, let there be no emails.
There's plenty of emails.
Oh, no.
And the first one is from Laurie, and it's a video attachment.
Oh, what's that?
What's that? It's, let's see, it says open after BBUK.
Oh,
it's
her prediction.
her prediction.
It's finale day.
Oh shit, I just locked the phone, sorry.
My winner
Yes.
is Haley.
Oh,
Hallie! Jesus, Laurie. I've known him for
Laurie.
6 weeks.
Laurie, you... Yeah, but she didn't know Hallie at the time. Oh, she only just opened it now.
Just opened it now.
Oh,
Oh, do you think she opened...
No, she can't have opened it then.
Anyway, who was your winning prediction? We wrote it down, didn't we?
Laurie, you were wrong, weren't you? I didn't write mine down, I forgot.
We did it in notes together.
Oh,
So you must have it. Where's your phone?
I've got
I've got mine.
Hang on. Oh, shit.
Hang
on.
Have a look if you've got it or not.
Oh, no.
I'm pretty sure we did it here
Did we?
because we didn't have an envelope and I've
I
written
thought
it
I'd
in the
forgotten.
notes. Just put winner
Winner.
into your notes. We don't stop and we don't quit. I don't even know what that song is.
It.
You must know who you thought in your mind.
I can't.
In your mind's
I
eye.
honestly can't remember.
Here's mine.
Yes. Trish. But after watching the show, Hallie, what do you mean after watching the first show?
I think this was after we'd seen Hallie talk about if she wins, she would pay for the operation.
Okay. Oh, winner pick me and Gaz I've written. And then I haven't written.
Me and you, we're your winner pick. Yeah, it's me and you.
And then I haven't written a winner pick. Wow. That was sad.
Stellar work.
Well, you and Laurie were both very, very, very wrong.
Yes. Yes, we were. And we will be wrong again.
No doubt.
Now, that's the video. Now, there is an email from Laurie as well, which is finale feedback part 2. And I'm trying to get to it, but Gmail is being a little bitch. Here we go. I'm signing off of all social media until I can watch the finale later tonight, but wanted to type a thank you for podding this series.
No problem.
You both know I love hearing you talk all things BB. My pre-finale thoughts. Excuse me.
We can't speak because we've spoken for too long.
From the moment I watched Gaz's house tour video, I've been saying how beautiful the new BB house is. The final video of live feed last night still had me saying it. Production did their new house proud. It seemed very grand and never crowded. I can't sing it enough praises. What a final 5 with no straight men in sight.
Yes, I wanted to mention that and I forgot.
So people were saying that it's the only final not to have a straight man in it. However, Gary's been setting us straight and telling us that
Setting us straight.
Jason
First time for
Cowan,
everything, Gary.
Jason Cowan off of BB5 was bisexual.
Oh.
He didn't talk about that in the show though, did he? I don't remember that.
Seemed too misogynistic
He
to
did,
be
didn't he?
bisexual.
But there you go. That's what Gary's saying.
Ruined it.
And more women than men for a change. All my prayer circles to the BB gods worked. JK. The eviction twists were bollocks. House guests leaving the house by any means other than the front door to a crowd of people just doesn't sit well with me.
I know what she means.
Also, the late and live interviews aren't immediate. Giving them time to read stuff online feels almost scripted at that point.
Yeah.
And then there's Trish. What a heartbreaking disaster. Vettin should have found her earlier comments. I adored the Trish everyone watched inside the house, and it's hard to reconcile her with the statements she made prior. Still hoping you 3 can have a recorded conversation. You 3 is a float with the kids. As my video showed, my launch night winner pick was Hallie. I hope she goes on to do great things in her life and that she's accepted for who she is. That would be a win.
Yeah.
And she's put the love heart emoji with the ribbon tied around it.
Oh.
Ta-ta for now. Loyalist to Laurie and the kiss emoji.
Oh, that was a nice email, wasn't it?
Thanks, Laurie. Smooches. And this person, I'm not sure if this is a Connor that we've heard from before.
Oh.
Don't recognise that surname.
A new Connor. We've got a few Connors, you know.
Hi, Gaz and Linz. Jordan to win. I was Team Yinrun for most of the series, but the crying has worn a bit thin.
Oh.
Has worn a bit thin in the past week for me. Jordan has given us more entertainment, even with his flaws.
Oh.
I wouldn't be mad at any of the final five winning, to be honest.
That's what I thought until I watched it.
I've still got a drink here, have you?
No.
They cast it pretty well, although they made some clear mistakes, in brackets Tom/Jenkin. Oh. I don't know, you know. Like, you can't like everyone.
Paul wasn't great either.
Only 4 housemates over 32.
Also
so
Chanel.
would be good to see a few more older ones next time. Overall, I'm happy with the series. Still so glad that we got it back. It could have started earlier so that we got a few more weeks. That's what I think as well. Why start it so late? They didn't need to.
Yeah.
And the tasks were too frequent. Some were particular shite/pointless, e.g. the chicken coop and the catwalk paint ones. Well, the catwalk was sponsorship, so it had to be there.
I agree, though.
The chicken coop one, absolutely unnecessary. I think they were pandering to the casual viewers. Yeah, there is that. Hopefully, ITV will take this as a trial run, respond to the feedback from fans, and make tweaks next time round. Looking forward to CBB with the ITV budget, as long as they don't use it to give a platform to right-wing twats. Thank you for continuing to do your podcast. Love hearing your takes each week, Connor.
Oh, that was nice.
Thanks, Connor.
Thanks, Connor. I really appreciate that. It's nice to hear from a new person as well.
Maybe Connor's emailed before and we're
It's
wrong.
possible, but I don't recognise the surname.
Me neither. Now, this subject line says final, followed by 3 sad face emojis that look like Matty.
Yeah.
So I know you know what that looks like. This is from Liam. Hi guys, happy final day. Thank you.
Hi.
I'm not going to get a chance to watch the final live tonight, so I'll be a few hours behind, but I wanted to email in before you record. So just saying thanks for your company again this series. This has been the first UK series I've listened to you, so it's been great. Oh, okay. So previously Liam was only listening to our international coverage.
Oh, interesting.
I've enjoyed listening to each episode and laughing along with you both each week. I know I always listen along with the international seasons, but this just feels different for some reason. It's because you're in the moment and you're living it with us in real time.
That's cool.
I'm really hoping tonight's queen is Yinrun, but if Jordan wins, I wouldn't be mad either. Okay. Well, there you go then. As the finalists are decent this series, to be honest. I just loved Yinrun from when she hid from the rest of the housemates in the launch episode. I also watched the BBAU launch today, but I won't go into that yet. I'll save it for another email. All I will say is I was pleasantly surprised by it.
Okay.
Right, Lindsay is saying she doesn't want to see that series through, so you need to work on her.
I've watched one episode and I thought it was diabolical.
Anyways, thanks again for the hours of entertainment and looking forward to the BBAU coverage. Me too, Liam. That's the spirit.
Listen, Gaz has only watched half an episode and there's already been like 10 episodes on, so he's hardly in a hurry to watch it.
Because I've had a lot of Big Brother Other to watch.
And
And this is all in capitals. Yinrun for the win run with the queen emoji and the eye. Bye for now, Liam.
Hopefully he's satisfied with Jordan.
Well, yeah, at least you got your second best.
That's nice
Liam.
to have the UK following.
Oh yeah, we've got a press release about Jordan being crowned the winner. Let's see if there's any insight in here about the votes or anything.
Didn't like the song.
Viewers saw Olivia finish as a runner-up. No, nothing here. Big Brother launched its new home this autumn with 3.6 million viewers across ITV1, STV,
nice.
ITV2 and ITVX in a disruptive multi-channel takeover.
Is that a general figure, 3.6?
The launch, I think.
All right.
Applications for the next series of Big Brother are now open. Hopefuls looking to embark on the ultimate social experiment can apply to be a part of the next series of Big Brother set to air in 2024. Cool. And then they're also teasing CBB as well. Thanks, Jake. Nice. Thanks, Jake, for your email. And now is Joseph. Let's go,
Which
girls.
one?
We have business to do. This one.
Oh, yeah.
BB on Blast. Why is this in foreign language? Je bent lief zwier als je blieft niet. A little Dutch to honour our BB Lord John de Mol. Okay, thanks for that. Fucking hell. Well, we made it, and unsurprisingly, ITV have done it. They've made BB feel like BB again. Amazing house, great cast, provided over 200 hours of content despite it being the shortest season yet. As much as I want to congratulate a winner tonight, I want to congratulate ITV on trying to take this seriously. Trying to.
Did their best.
There's still issues that need working out, but never did I expect to come out of this season feeling so hopeful for the BBUK into the future. One particular shout out to whoever is working on the Tonight graphic shots for the start of the show.
They are good.
And the Matty eviction twist. I hate backdoor evictions, but that was sensational TV. The Love Island people better watch out, because the girls and the gays are back to take their crowns with the
girls,
rolling with laughter
the gays. No Tom.
emoji. I'll wrap it up, as it's already too long and I fear being scolded for it.
Oh, don't be fearful.
Thank you guys, as always. Uncensored, zero fucks given commentary is exactly what's needed. Late and live, take note.
Oh, that's nice.
Here's to a great season and the winner actually walking out with the full prize fund for a change. That's a very good point, actually. I hadn't thought of that. Prize fund twists were here, there and everywhere on Channel 5.
Shame the prize fund hasn't gone up though.
Veal Liefde, lots of love in brackets, Joseph.
Oh, that was nice.
Not that one, the other one, LMAO.
Lol.
I can't say Joseph properly anymore.
Joseph.
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 No, Joseph.
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 Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
And
That was a nice email as well.
I thought they're always nice emails, aren't they?
No, but
usually.
that was a particularly nice
Particularly
one as
nice.
well. Yeah, that was good. Very well. I feel like everyone's on the same page as us, which is nice.
If this is a part 2, why is there not a part 1? Oh, here it is.
Oh, fuck. I'm fucked.
Good evening, BB on Blast family. Big Brother UK finale, Letty's thoughts.
Is that the saga?
How did you guess? I've left a recording with my thoughts on this reboot, 7 minutes strong.
Oh, God.
It's been a great deal listening to you guys for this season. A great deal? Yeah, you bet, it's free. But I must return to my slumber. Till next year.
Me too.
Wear a condom. Kind regards, Letargo, aka I have run out of nicknames. All right, let's have a
7
listen.
minutes. This better be concise.
Hello. Good evening, Lindsay and Gaz, the LG connection, Mr. and Mrs. BB on Blast. Tonight is the night, the epic Big Brother UK final. I'm recording this before the actual final television broadcast live is shown. It's 9 minutes till 6. I have to go downstairs and cook, so possibly by the time this actually airs, I'm done cooking a nice, fantastic meal, sitting back, watching everything unfold. Wow. This is just my 10 hours of thoughts of Big Brother UK. It was an epic return. We have been waiting so long, 50 plus years, for the return of the series. ITV did a good job. I would say a good job. They did mess up on a couple of things. They, and at least Celebrity Big Brother is coming next year. I wonder how that's going to go. Are they going to increase the weeks? Because this 6 weeks went fast.
CBB.
The 6 weeks went fast. So, of course, I got a couple things that, I'll definitely hold out. But, I wonder what your thoughts about what ITV needs to do to actually have a much more better series in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. What can I say? Yeah, just what do they actually need to do to better this season for the future seasons of Big Brother UK for ITV? God damn it.
Yeah, make it longer.
I think most definitely it has to be more weeks.
Yes, I agree.
It has to be at least
9 at least. Yeah. No, 9. Not 8.
Especially this last week, there was just so much being added on with the challenges and everything.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
But Thursday's recap shows where everyone was just chilling, of course, reading letters from home. The brutal backdoor eviction of Matty, that was actually low-key well done. It was brutal. It was cold as fuck. But it was a
Brutal
normal
as fuck.
day. We haven't seen like a normal day type thing.
Yeah, you're right.
Every day was just a challenge.
Yeah,
challenge,
give them a
task,
day to do nothing.
Secret task, backdoor eviction, and Dylan's fake leg. You know, but regarding the housemates as well, there were too much. It's like there was too many, too many in 6 weeks, and of course they had to throw out.
I wasn't expecting.
They had to throw out 10 out.
Caught you off
They had to
guard.
throw out 20, and then 1, 2, 2, 3 threes. I'm like, shit, Spider be caught up in this buffet. but regarding the housemates, it's Big Brother. Of course, there's going to be one housemate that we all like. I thought in the beginning, Henry and Jordan were going to be the evil ones. But after like the first week, they were like in my top 5.
Yeah, it
and
was
I'm
a shock.
happy that they're actually in the final. For the first time ever in Big Brother UK history, there's no straight male in the final.
Debatable.
With no straight woman. I want to know there's no straight male. So this is actually epic. I think all 5 of them are deserved winners. I even tweeted this out to Mrs. Smith. Shout out to Mrs. Smith, Lois Smith, a.k.a. the goddess, the fairy godmother. I tweeted to this a couple of weeks ago. I was like, I'll be laughing if Tom or Olivia win, But now Olivia, she's actually a cool girl. She's funny. She's funny.
Yes.
It's just she ended up with the wrong crew.
Yeah.
And she's still talking about Jenkins and Paul and shit. But you see, as soon as those motherfuckers have left, she's over there singing with them and shit. But of course, we don't know if it's like two-faced, double up time, yeah, blase. But she's a cool chick. Of course, she'll be fifth. Well, hopefully she's gonna be fifth.
Second, mate.
Spoiler alert. This is 4 minutes already. But spoiler alert. I voted for... My voice is breaking now.
I know the feeling.
Try doing it for 3 hours.
3.5
my
hours.
votes between Henry, Jordan, and Yinrun.
I split
I
his
gave
vote.
2 to Yinrun, 2 to
This is the problem.
Henry, and 1 to Jordan.
This is what
I'm
happened.
sorry for my future baby mother, even though she ain't gonna be my baby mom. But Noki, I love you. I love you so much. Representing the Black Queens out there.
He didn't vote for Noki
Shout out
at
to
all.
Trish as well, holding it down. You were supposed to be in this shit. But
Yeah.
the Facebook moms, the Facebook Karens, the Facebook MILFs out there, need some chocolate love, and they didn't understand it. But I'm happy that at least one is representing us all. Okay, so if Noki even wins, it's a plus. Okay, she won GB, she won Big Brother. Now she can conquer the world. She's of course qualified for that. I don't know the guess. But yeah,
She's
my
Miss
top
Universe
3
already.
at least. I think Yinrun is going to win. Hopefully she does win. Henry is going to become second. Jordan is going to be third.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that.
Noki fourth and Olivia fifth.
Yeah.
If that prediction is true,
That would have been
I
good.
don't know what the winning numbers for the Powerball, Euro Millions, for the lottery is. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. Just going genuine shit like that. But yeah, just to end this off for 6 minutes. Sorry for taking off your time, but it's been a great series. I love the return. I love the presentation. Shout out to Will and AJ for holding it down. I thought two hosts was gonna be muffling here and there, but they held it down. They held
Wasn't
it
as
down.
bad as I thought it was
I
gonna be.
think low-key Will is possibly better suited for the main host, but AJ, another Black Queen, shout out to her, man. But yeah, out of all, I can't wait for it to return next year. CBB, all that bullshit. But just to end this off again. What are your thoughts? What do you think needs to better this BBUK from this season, for the next seasons? Do they need to upgrade, not really upgrade, but like more weeks instead of 6, give it to 8 or even potential 12, which possibly means they need to like cut the celebrity survivor and shit. But less housemates.
Why not?
Who the fuck knows, right? Less housemates. But I wonder what your thing is. But yeah, but shout out to everyone who's been listening to BB on Blast still. Everyone out there. Shout out to Mrs. Phil, FP for life. Loken, You out there unbuttoning your shirt for Will, and I know you're gonna get the best out of him still.
Was he unbuttoning his
Mrs.
shirt
Smith,
for
of
Will?
course. Towie, I ain't forget you. Little cat. Lindsay, Gas, and also Jack with the glasses. Okay, everyone, this BB Bloss, it's been your boy, Latargo, aka BGS, Black Jungle Snake, aka Black Chocolate, aka Noki's right hand man. Okay, I'm out.
Oh, Latarga,
That was a shout out to the whole BB on Blast family.
It really was. That was truly the family.
To be fair, that was pretty funny.
Latarga, you're something else, mate.
Latarga, keep that shit under 5 minutes.
No,
in the future.
I don't. I think go wild. That was interesting and that was fun.
Funny.
We're absolutely in agreement. Latarga, it wasn't long enough. I think there was like too many housemates, not enough time. But as for CBB, that'll only be like 4 weeks, won't it? Maximum. That'll be like 3-4 weeks.
Longer than usual one.
They can't afford to lock them celebrities up for too long. They want a big fat paycheck.
Yeah.
That
was good.
No shout out for Dan on.
Yeah, you forgot about Dan.
But then Dan's voice has not been present.
Well, Dan was present
apart from tonight.
Insulting us, saying our platform's small. I've been insulted left and right in this podcast tonight. You saying I wouldn't film the house good if I went there. Dan saying
I guarantee you.
We've got no listeners. Rude.
There's another one from Connor here.
Oh.
There's a follow-up.
Same Connor, different day.
Follow-up email. BBUK 2024 confirmed as 8 weeks from the application form. I am available to take part in the programme for up to 8 weeks from autumn 2024.
Up to 8 weeks. Oh, that's interesting. That's some good intel.
Up to 8 weeks, though. I want 9 weeks.
Well, it's better than 6 weeks.
It is better than 6 weeks.
Oh, that's good intel, Connor. Nice.
But don't forget, you perhaps need a week before to go away. You maybe need a commitment for a week after.
Come on. They should have said up to like 10 weeks. Give it a bit of wiggle room.
9 weeks is more the minimum I am looking for. But thanks for that intel, Connor.
That's good.
And then here's a final email with the subject line, an important message. I'm sorry I said the podcast wasn't a big platform. Please will you let me back into the living room?
Oops. I don't think he's still awake now, do you?
That's from Daniel.
At least he says sorry, unlike you.
He's asleep. Me? For what?
You, for saying I wouldn't film the house good.
You wouldn't. I stand by it.
Why wouldn't I?
You ain't got the skills for that.
Why haven't I got the skills for that?
You're just too haphazard all over the show.
I'm an internal communicator.
Yeah, but you ain't got the multimedia skills that I've got. No apologies. I'm not taking it back.
BB on Blast is breaking up. This is
We're breaking up the band.
Final podcast.
But the reason is Lindsay doesn't want to do BBAU, so I'm going solo.
Yeah, you and Dan can do it.
Let's see. You might change your mind
Well,
when there's no BBUK.
You might change your mind when you come to the end of that episode
Doubt
as well.
it, but we'll see.
I've got a idea for it.
Yeah.
I don't watch it, but we do the podcast and you just explain what happened to me.
What was the fun in that for you?
It's good because it means
God,
I don't have to watch
write
it.
a lot of notes and do a lot of talking.
Well, that's my final offer. I take it. No, we'll see what you think after you've watched the first episode. But I didn't enjoy it.
Lindsay's hating on BBAU. I want to jump on the BBAU train, and I think a lot of you UK listeners, if you need a new Big Brother to get involved with, maybe that's the one.
Well, have you heard about reindeer games from BBUS? That's going to be
When's
good.
that starting? November?
God knows.
It is November.
Oh, shit. No, I don't know when. Christmas, I don't know.
Anyway,
look, this is the longest podcast ever.
I think we've done longer, to be honest.
Have we?
Any final thoughts on this series?
I need to go to bed.
Thanks for all of your emails. I think there were some really good thoughts in there.
I
think
we really good emails.
We really agree and we're on board with those opinions. More weeks next time. Perhaps we're going to get more from what that application form says.
That was good.
I think keep doing what you're doing with the cast. It was really good. Please slow down with the tasks. It doesn't need to be a task every episode. Listeners, the fans have spoken. We want more reality. But so far, so good. Good job, ITV.
You never know. We might be able to get some housemates on. So keep your eye on the feed. We might have more interviews with people. You never know.
Actually, if there's anyone in particular you want to hear from, give us a tweet and we'll try and follow it up.
I'd be curious to get Henry on, Jordan, obviously Trish. Anyone really. I don't really care. Obviously not, Tom or something. But
No, I won't bother with that. But Jordan and Henry, I'd even talk to Yinrun.
Oh, I'd talk to Yinrun happily. yeah, so keep your eye on the feed because there'll be something coming up. It'll either be Big Brother Australia, it'll be an interview, or it'll be, if not, Reindeer Games.
Or, you know, we might even do a blast from the past. We've
Yeah.
got up to BB5.
Yeah.
We've got BB6 to come at
And
some
don't
point.
forget the Blast Awards at Christmas.
Yeah, of course. We've got to do a review of the year.
Yeah, so there'll be a lot coming up. So just keep your eyes peeled and we'll be there.
Right, follow me on Twitter, BB_superfan.
Follow me on Twitter, LightUpVM.
If you haven't watched it already, go to our YouTube and watch my Big Brother house tour.
Yeah,
That's
but
BB
watch
on Blast.
my one for CBB will be even better.
I mean, debatable.
Read my book, First Aid Kit Girl.
Anyway, what we need to manifest is us both going
I
in
know,
there.
I know. And retweet us, leave us a review, send us money, I don't know.
And share the podcast with a friend.
Yeah. Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah,
And
thank you.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks if you're new. Also, if you haven't emailed us, just
Yeah.
drop us a
Feel
DM,
free,
give us
feel
a
free.
retweet, share some love. We like to hear from you.
We would love to hear from you. And thank you so much for all your support and thank you so much for listening.
Congratulations, Jordan.
Yes. Our new BB reigning king and champ.
We should get him on. We'll try and have a chat with Jordan.
It'd be fun.
Watch this space.
Thanks so much for listening. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.